Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Yes, I'm a little bit early today. I decided I was going to go at my usual time, which is midway through the game, and then plans kind of fell through. So I'm just going to go ahead and start early. If you can join us early, perfect. If not, we will get to it. But as you know, we'll do a little quick intro, and then we'll get into it. This is DWTT coming to you from the Emirates. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. It might just be me for a bit, but we'll see. We'll have some people join me at the usual time, probably after the game. So we'll do the watch along. We'll have our little after the game chat, and then we'll get out of here. But that's a while from now. So I got the game up on my streams here, so I can watch it along with you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, quick talk about the lineup. No changes there. I expect to change. Everybody wanted some changes, wanted to see some changes, but no changes there. So you've got Ramsdale in the goal. You've got is it let me go the right way. Go on the right side here. So that's since that's been right. So you got Zinchenko, you've got Gabriel, you've got Saliba and Zinchenko or Ben White on the back line. So that's the usual. You've got Partey sitting in front of that back line, in front of him. You've got the usual Xhaka and Erdogan, and then out wide, you've got your Martinelli on the left. You've got Saliba on the Saka on the right, and then up top in Kedia. And so no changes there. So Arteta's going to go there, and so this whole thought of, well, you know what, we don't want, for me, people have said, well, you want to change the lineup, but you don't need to. Well, here we go. We're going to see what we do here because we have a short week coming up, so we'll see what Arteta does with that. Being that that's probably one of our biggest games of the year, but we'll get into that. We've got BX Gunner in the house. Welcome, BX Gunner. Me and you it might just be me and you for a little bit. We'll see who else joins us because it is a bit early. I didn't plan this. I thought I might do it, but then I decided not to, and then I just decided, I'm going to do it anyways because I thought I was going to be on another watch along like I usually am, but that didn't happen today. So we'll get going here. Yes, come on, you Gunners. Let's do this. I see the players in the tunnel here on my side. You guys can let me know. Yeah. Hey there, assembled. Isn't Saliba one booking away from missing the City game? Not sure you can confirm this if possible. No, I think they reset that, right, after 19 matches. So it doesn't matter. We're good now. Everybody's reset to 0, and I think then you might have that. Then we count up again. So he's good. He's good. Yeah, I think that run of games with Tottenham, and Tottenham actually said that, wasn't that word? But that run of games that we had that ended with Manchester United, I think where we could have missed out. But we're good now. That count is all reset. The players are walking out of the tunnel here on my side, and we'll get into this thing. Earlier game today, for those who did not know, I think it was Chelsea was at home, right? Chelsea was at home. I don't know why I don't. Yeah, West Ham was at home. They went down 1-0. Could have gone down 2, I think. But went down 1. Able to come back and score. They almost went up, but there was offsides. And then Chelsea probably should have at the least got an opportunity for a penalty kick, but VAR said no. Handball. Suchek goes to the ground. If he doesn't handball it, it probably goes on goal. It probably gets stopped anyways, but he goes down anyways. And no, they don't get the VAR decides no. I don't know why. As you can see, I got a new backdrop. These are the wraps at the stadium now. So hope you guys enjoy that. Yeah. What am I thinking of the lineup? I was hoping for a change, right? Some of you guys were hoping. I think some of you are also hoping for a change. I was hoping for a change just because I kind of feel like we need to rotate, and Arteta needs to somehow to get some confidence in the players he brings into this team. Trossard, I believe, should have some of that confidence. Jorginho should have definitely some of that confidence if it was warranted. I think Partey, the way he went out last game, is probably the reason why he's playing again. But we'll find out if he's close to close to I mean, close to good form. Let's just say that because we need it from him. This game could be a tough one, but we've been able to handle them since they came into the league and smacked us in the mouth. So this team needs to return to form. So this team needs to play with a little bit more energy. So hopefully that's what Arteta's doing by putting them back out there again, saying, "Look, you guys are gonna have to work this out on the pitch," because it wasn't one player who was poor last game. It was the entire team did not look good. So yeah, I can understand why Arteta does this. I would have liked to have seen us be able to make these moves and not it be a negative. That's the thing that people think that is when you rotate, that means, oh, you're poor, you're having a bad time. And I think no, we just need to rotate because at some point players need to get that little, they need to get that energy back, that fire back. So that's my thinking on the rotation. Now it's not only just for because they're tired. Sometimes it's mental. Sometimes it's the little fatigue that you get going out there under the pressure over and over again. And we need to depend on these players at some point. How do you do that if you don't put them out there? We always talk about that. So, got this thing blowing and blasting in my ear. So yeah, disassembled. Welcome to the show. A derby game, and Arsenal put up a love banner. That is not what it's all about, basically. You know what that's all about. It has nothing to do with North London. Love is love, but all right. That's the LGBTQ community's sign that went up there. So there you go. Here you go, Thunder Road. Welcome to the show. Yeah, it was going to be at 11 a.m. and then I decided to go early. So I probably should have just went early in the first place because why would I go halfway through the match I'm watching and I could talk with you guys about it. Ryan was going to have his show, and that's why I don't like stepping on people's toes. That's probably me. But if it comes again, I'll probably just do my show and do the watch on just because I'm watching it anyways, and I know you guys enjoy chatting it up with me. So, thanks Sue for coming down the road. Stephen, welcome to the show. Hey guys, hope you guys are good. Hope you are good, Stephen. Every day I hope you're getting just a little bit better each time, just a little bit better. What do we have here? And the game is off over here. Ball's in the air, long ball, and headed it away by Saliba. And here we go. They're deep, and Saliba escorts the ball out. And there we go. We got a goal kick from Ramsdale. So here we go. Yeah, I guess I'm not a fan of the North London song just because it's not an Arsenal song, I guess. The crowd likes it. I think, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it's not my song. I listen to a lot of the songs which I don't know what they're saying, but that one I do, and I guess I don't like it. So ball through the middle to Zinchenko, out to Ben White, and he's off. Here we go. 2 changes from the last time we played Brentford. Okay, that's right, because you got Nketiah up top, definitely, and I forget who else. Who else am I missing? Let's see. I'm not sure if Ryan. I don't think Ryan's at the match because he chatted with me this morning, so I don't think he is. He didn't say he was going to the match. He just said he wasn't feeling good to me. So hope he feels better. Sweet Caroline. Yeah. Some of these songs just kind of conflict what it's all about sometimes, because Sweet Caroline and then the Red Sox being the Bruises. Ball through the middle to Nketiah. He gets the ball out, and Xhaka is not thinking that, I should attack the goal at that point, and the ball just rolls aimlessly out of bounds. I don't know what he was setting up for a shot as opposed to attacking the goal. And Kedia made a really good play there through the middle, and Jacques held stopped. We've got Full Nelson podcast, as some of you know. I believe that's Mr. Tom. I think that's Mr. Tom is joining us. I don't know if it's Mr. Tom or Tony. I think it's Mr. Tom. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Okay, so that's what it is. Tyranny and Erdogan replaces Fabio Vieira. That's right. Fabio Vieira had a really good match against them. That's right. All right, and Tyranny out. Yeah. Oh, I thought so. Nketiah did play this match. I can't remember. I thought we had played this thing. I thought we had played Jesus with this lineup. So, yeah, we've got Ryan is in the house. Ryan, welcome to the show. So here we go. So I guess nobody else will be ahead of me right now. So you guys might be ahead of me, but I could just ignore you for a bit. Nah, that's not. We won't do that. So we're in an attacking third right here, and Keita puts a cross in. Of course, ball is headed, and Xhaka's expecting to get the call go his way, and it goes against him in the box. He's going, why am I getting called for this when two guys squeeze me out? I can understand. Let's see what happens. The cross comes in. Xhaka gets pushed in the chest. And he gets pushed in the chest. The guy goes down trying to head it away. Then he gets a call. Imagine that. That is interesting. How in the world did they call it on him? That is just there's no foul there at all. So, Stephen, good to hear that you're feeling good. Yeah. Ryan says I'm here. I assume he means he's home. I'm sorry about that, Thunder Road. I don't know. And that's a lot faster over here, I guess. Uh-oh. It's here we go. The ball's back. Partey to Gabriel. He just boots it forward and it goes right back to the other way. Yeah. Okay, so it was a game when Jesus played. All right, cool. So you had 3 changes from the last one. This team has been playing together, and they look a lot more livelier today than they did against Everton. So let's see if they can continue on. We've looked threatening, but not enough. We need to be more. We got that 5-10 minute mark right before the other team settles in and realizes that they might have a chance. But we need to squash that thought. Here we go. Big's gonna say hello to everybody. Ball cross comes in and it gets cleared out. But that was a little too easy. How easy they got there. Yeah. Yeah, so it is Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom, as you guys know, if you don't know, Phil Nelson Podcast is Mr. Tom's new endeavor. Not new endeavor. He's always been in the wrestling, but now he has a podcast to chat about it as well. Tony put a cross in, and we got beat. Luckily, the touch by the attacker was poor, and ball went out of bounds. But yeah, no, that was a little too easy there. So here we go. We've got Russ Morgan in the house. Welcome to the show. That Thomas Frank sure does chew his gum intensely. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So here we go. All right. So the ball is just headed out there by, I think that's by Saliba. And this is instead of a 5-10 minute, 15 to, I guess, a 10-15 minute attack by us, it looks like it's squashed now after about 5 minutes because Brentford now has the ball deep in our third with a throw in here. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so we've got a throw in coming in here into the box, and we kind of clear it out. Nice one there by, I think that's Xhaka, and up we go. Nope, they get the ball back. All right. Actually, I think that was Martinelli that cleared it. All right, let's see if we can control this ball. Back to Zinchenko. Zinchenko gets it to Ramsdale, and here we go. Out wide to Ben White. And Ben White up the pitch. Saka has had many touches so far, which is, for me, I think that's okay. You got Ben White overlaps, and now he's out wide. Ben White steps up, gets the ball to Erdogan. Erdogan crosses to Zinchenko. Zinchenko into Xhaka, who loses the ball, and the ball gets kicked out. Gabriel has it. Yeah, that's right there. That foul on ball into the box. You've got a very nice play there. But yeah, that so Martinelli gets the ball, and it's actually interesting because he gets the ball and he's on the right side of the pitch there, which I'm liking the fact that we're kind of, you know what, we're not going to be stuck in our areas of the pitch now, and that's Martinelli coming through the middle, which is very interesting, and basically gets to the ball before Eddie Nketiah does. See, I think that's the problem. Nketiah feels like he's stuck to the spot and he cannot move around. But you see there, Martinelli actually is coming through the middle there and is able to get to the ball, puts the ball back into play, and the goalkeeper pushes it out. So, yeah, that play on Xhaka was just the referee trying to get a I don't know, not showing them who's boss. I guess they are the boss, right? But that was a terrible call there. Nice idea. Yeah. Saka with a cross in header, and you got how in the world did he miss that poorly? That's Zinchenko. The ball comes out to him, and he just boots it. He boots it to Rosette, as you guys call it. Yeah, it hits the upper level. Yeah, that was poor from him. He's got to do better than that on a ball like this. He keeps it down. He probably puts a little bit of pressure on the goal there. I don't understand why he it seemed like he rushed it and no reason. He had all the time and space in the world to put that ball on frame. Yeah. So we're into the 9th minute here. And yeah, definitely, Steven. I don't know what's up with Zinchenko. That was a terrible shot. Yep, it's into orbit. Got a long ball out here to Saka. So he's starting to work the right hand side now. Saka gets taken down, but now I guess they don't call that one. And here we go. We get the ball back. Partey has it to Xhaka, out to Zinchenko, and here we go. All right. Let me get a little bit of coffee here. Wake myself up a little bit more. Partey to Ben White. Ben White into Erdogan. And Erdogan brings the ball back a little bit, crosses it out to Zinchenko. And here we go. Zinchenko to Martinelli. And of course, as people say, Zinchenko comes inside, but then basically stops there. And I would like to see if he goes and attacks in there and see what happens. But Partey out to Zinchenko now. Zinchenko's out there by himself. He doesn't put a cross in. Steps inside. Nope. And we're going to have to reset this thing. Goes back out. So no, there we go back. Yeah, Partey now. Yeah, we're keeping that ball on their side of the pitch, which I'm liking, but I would like us to get into that attacking third. A cross comes in from Saka actually, and gets cleared away easily. Ball out to Zinchenko again. And Zinchenko gets it back to Gabriel. And inside is Zinchenko. Zinchenko to Martinelli. Martinelli shoots it, but it's deflected. Easy. Yeah. BX Gunner. I do coffee. BX Gunner does what he does. And it's a nice thought by Martinelli, but he was closed down and it just deflected off it was blocked off the defender, right? They got what happened? Is the offsides? Yeah. Oof. Yeah, and who got beat up there? I think that was Saliba. He got beat up, but I think they called that back. Let's see if he takes him out. Is that Saliba? No, I don't know. We got lucky there, folks. We got lucky there. Saliba misplays the ball, and Nketiah is there on the ball, and oof, this is going back and forth here, but we got lucky there. We got really lucky there. Nketiah had if the ball had come down to him faster, he probably would have been able to score there. But I don't understand where this play is. Oh, he grabs his shoulder. Come on. Yeah, but Saliba did get beat up there. They are going to play. They're going to, they're getting into the game, which I'm not liking. We got to stop that. Yeah, we have to score early. None of them missed. Yeah, when we get in there, we need to attack this thing. I mean, he does pull him down, but I think that's actually Gabriel that gets pulled down. But Gabriel, I think our center backs got beat there on that particular sequence, but we got lucky. got the call go our way, which they got the call go their way. So got a foul on Nketiah and got a free kick coming. Yeah. Ball is out. Attacking our right hand, or it's all left hand side of our defense right now. Pushing it back. That's the thing that I would like. Yeah, there was a handful of Saliba's shirt. Yeah, but they were both kind of holding. I think we were just out of position. That's why we're holding there, right? And we got Partey, Erdegaard back to Mark Gabriel. Yeah, Saliba isn't that strong for the quick eye test. Not on that play. He usually is, right? He's usually in there clearing things up, and we got the ball coming through, and up we go. We got a score here. That team is up 1 on Leicester City right now. Ball out wide to Ben White. Ben White lets it go. I don't know why he let it go. He should have attacked that ball, at least make a play on it. Yeah, like I said, you look at that, and I'm thinking we got lucky there, but I think they got lucky as well. So I'm going to chalk it up to the officials making it even with maybe some bad calls. Ours we benefited more than they did. Hey, Colonel Ward. Yeah. That would be cool. That would be cool. I'll try to give you a heads up when I do a watch along. Yeah, I do enjoy doing them. So, as I say, I don't always like to conflict with friends of the channel, so that's why I don't usually do it. But at some point, I'm going to have to do my own because I do enjoy them. But yeah, I'll give you a heads up when I do. When I thought I was going to do one today, and I said no, I won't. But then I did it anyway. So there we go. But thanks, I'll let you know. Here we go. Got Erdegaard out wide. Puts the ball into Partey. Partey goes across to Martinelli. Martinelli's got the ball in there, and I think, yeah, Zinchenko did come inside. That was pretty good. Now you got Martinelli in the middle of the pitch. There we go. I like that. And got Ben White gets the ball into Martinelli, who's in the middle. That's really nice to see. And Xhaka puts the ball in. It's easily cleared there. And now he's got Ben White. Does not want to attack the ball. I don't understand. Let's go get that ball, Ben White. It's usually a little hesitant when it's a 50-50 ball. Not sure why. That's Saka now. Saka. Yeah. I keep saying I want to say Xhaka. Saka gets the ball to Erdegaard, gets the ball to him, and he gets tripped. There's got to be a penalty. Come on. Are you kidding me? Wow. Let's see. Saka to Erdegaard. Back to Saka. I would have liked him to just take that shot soon. He gets pushed in the back. He does get pushed in the back. He goes down a little easy if that's what they're calling, but he does get pushed in the back. Yeah, the guy's behind him. Puts an arm across his forearm into this back. He goes down easy, which, you know what, I don't like that, but if it goes both ways, I'll take it, which means they're allowing the contact. Partey, Nketiah back to Partey to Zinchenko, and here we go. Yeah, I do like the artwork. You can see the artwork right behind me. That's Arteta's work. But yeah, so you got Zinchenko here. So this is kind of like my Highbury, right? This is a night at Highbury, and then you can see Highbury, and you can cross. You can see the Emirates, and then boom, then we got the new wraps. This is kind of my artistic process here. Ben White into Erdegaard. Erdegaard's been looking really good, looking to move the ball into attacking areas. Got a lot of interchanging from the team. We look a lot more lively today, not stagnant, sitting there. Partey back to Gabriel, and Gabriel steps inside, gets the ball out to Zinchenko. And Xhaka puts a cross in. Could have been a handball, but nah. Zinchenko goes inside and puts a cross in. Very nice cross from Zinchenko. Reyes there to get it really easily, but very nice process. A nice flow to the game. We need to keep doing that. I don't think we ever saw anything like that before, but I think we are having a better control of the midfield. So that's why things look a lot more nicer for us. I think we are able to play our style. and got a. Is it a ball? Is it a throw into Arsenal? Yep. They got Ben White throwing it in here. And got Erdegaard coming back. There we go. Fulham is up 1-0 on Nottingham Forest. I'm going to tell you the scores as they. Yeah. That team is winning right now. And got all. Let's see. I should be putting this up here. So. All right. So yeah. So as I said, all the games are started on time. We're into the 18th minute here. Got Ben White. Was the ball into? Oh, that was, I don't know who that was to, but it was not a good pass there from Ben White. Ooh, headed it. They try to clear the ball. It goes off the head. Partey crosses it out to Zinchenko. Zinchenko gets it out. Goes into Martinelli. Back to Partey. Gets it to Gabriel. Xhaka to Partey. Here we go. I like the way we're controlling this midfield. They're not getting anything. They're not getting past us. Got Ben White out to Erdegaard, and that's really nice. Erdegaard's on the outside. Ben White back to Erdegaard. Erdegaard's going to cross it. Very far ball. It goes to Zinchenko. He puts the ball across in. He's got a header in, and Raya's there to it's an easy save from Raya or stop there. Yeah, Zinchenko's playing more forward. Yeah, he's making it easier for Martinelli to get something out of this. And it's weird because why couldn't we do this against Everton? You know what I mean? Like especially with Zinchenko, I don't think that should have been stopped when we played them. That kind of play. Chelsea is still waiting for Mudryk to come good. Yeah, he had a really poor game today. No shots, no scoring chances. No, he didn't take on anybody. Poor game from him. But yeah, there we go. And they're getting into our backline too easy sometimes, but it's not a lot. But when it happens, it's a chance. And if we're not there, we fall asleep. They're going to get chances. But Saliba's there. Gabriel's there, clears it out, and they're going to have a corner, which I'm not liking. Of course, we need to see how we decide to defend this corner. Okay. So here we go. The cross comes in. Really low cross, and gonna get another one there. And just like it deflected off of a Arsenal player there. I don't know who that went off actually. See, I get this. If we can't play, as Colonel Ward says here, pressing football, I just don't feel that we can play that way week in, week out, although players getting fatigued. See, if that's the case, then that's why you rotate, right? That's why you rotate. So, I kind of feel like you got to do that. And we've got, as I said, we're going to have people coming and going here. So with that in mind, here we go. Surprise, surprise, everyone. We've got Mr. Tom has joined us. How you doing, Mr. Tom?
Greetings. How is everyone?
Cool. I'm doing good so far. I would have liked us to have scored early, but I think we are, after the last performance, we're probably going to take a bit of time to get back to where we usually are. So I like what I've seen so far. This is better than what we did as a kind of a poor pass there from Zinchenko. Goes out of bounds. It was a pass to Erdegaard, but Erdegaard just couldn't get to it. Not fast enough. Zinchenko's job's been to help Partey out, but today he's more forward, which will leave us exposed as Xhaka is still playing forward. I get that, and that's why when we do move the ball forward, we need to move. We can't be losing that ball, right? Because when we lose the ball, that's when a counter happens. We got to be a little bit more better. So it's 1-1 in the that team has Leicester City has scored, so it's 1-1 now with that team. Yeah, I just think we need to be a little bit more, I don't know, decisive when we go into this attack, because we kind of end. We have all this possession in the final third, and then nothing happens, and then boom, they're on the attack in seconds, and it's like, well, if you're going to work them, at least threaten their goal somehow. You know, ball barely goes into the box. Erdegaard is going to go in there. They get puts the cross in, and nobody's able to attack it. Not sure if he was trying to pick out a player, but a spot or something. No, nothing happened there. But it was a nice cross from Erdegaard, but nobody was it was not to anyone, and nobody attacked the space. So Ben White throws it into Martinelli, who's out on the right hand side. Which, you know what, this is one of the things I wanted to see from our teams. Like, just please switch it up a little bit. You can't just stay in your spots on the field over and over again. So, you know, the fact that you've got Martinelli on the right hand side there, and you've got Erdegaard going out right as well. You know, it's kind of changing things up. They can't pick on Saka when that happens, for sure. So, how you doing, Mr. Tom?
I've been better. I've been worse.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see you here. I like hearing your voice. I know the people do.
It's kind to hear.
And go. We got Erdegaard with a cross in. Martinelli puts a head on it, and Xhaka gets climbed over and loses the ball. And Ramsdale to Saliba to Saka, and here we go. Saka, we got Erdegaard out right. He goes. Erdegaard's going to stay out right. You've got Saka now inside the box with Nketiah, which I like to see. It's something different. Saka to Saka. Okay, that was just really poor. I mean, Partey is back to form. That was a shot from far away, and it goes far away from the goal. Southampton is up 1. Who's Southampton playing? Wolves. And Leicester City now has a lead on that team. So far, so good, right? So far, so good. Leicester City is up 2-1 on. That's crazy, right? That team goes up, and next thing you know, Leicester City comes back and scores. I think is that right? Madison is back. So, Mr. Tom Colonel Ward's wondering, did you even do any research on bets? Because we missed your betting.
I did not.
Yeah,
I did not. However, I did have a win this week with I had 2 wins actually. I did.
Sorry, Arsenal.
No,
that should have been a goal. It hits the crossbar, hits the corner, hits the corner of the goal. We got really lucky there. I don't know why his hands are up in the air for, but they break through. Tony puts the ball through. Mubel, I think I'm saying his name, and Tony gets the ball back, puts the shot in, and it hits the corner of the goal post, and we got lucky there because we just broke down and we were just scrambling to find someone. We didn't find Tony, and he puts it off the crossbar. I mean, he was beat. I mean, he should have scored. That would have been, if that was any of our strikers, would have been upset that he didn't put the ball in the top corner because he had lots of space. Sorry about that. But that was a little scary for me.
I thought you had a penalty when I was setting up to come on. I heard you saying Arsenal had a penalty, and then I'm guessing that didn't pan out.
Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, I thought he put his forearm in the back of Saka, and Saka went down.
Oh, more wishful thinking on your part.
No, I didn't think much of it because I was like, he went down, so give me a penalty for it. And then you look, like, for me, if that goes against us, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? Like, if they got the penalty, I wouldn't be surprised. But for us, that's not how I want it. I want them to be consistent. If that's the way he's going to let them play, then so be it. Right? But they usually doesn't go 50-50. So,
like in midweek when I had to contend with Manchester United fans telling me, "Oh, your second goal shouldn't have stood because it was handball." But then they were all mysteriously quiet about the fact that their centre-back kicked Patrick Bamford in the face. Like that. Oh, that's just part and parcel of football. But, you know. Anyway, sorry, can I, to answer kind of Ward's bet question, I did not I was going to say Kobe Bryant. If he got 35 points on Wednesday, that would be a story.
That would definitely be a story.
LeBron,
I mean, that means
yeah,
you have some serious access to what's going on upstairs.
exactly. LeBron James, I did him to get at least 35 points in a game that he ended up scoring 38. So,
Very
winner.
nice. Was that to break the record?
It was. I didn't come up with it. I was advised to do it by someone I know. And basically, I thought, you know what? He's probably not going to do it because it's a record he's going to get because he's still an active player. But he's probably, it was one of them, he obviously wants to get it at home court.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a basketball expert. So if he
I
didn't
don't know
get
why
it
you.
then, he
Yeah,
would
I
have
don't
got it
understand that
against.
whole. Yeah, I don't understand
Yeah.
that whole concept. Like, I want to get it at home. No, dude, you're gonna get it, so don't worry about it. But you need to get wins. His team needs to
Yeah.
get wins.
He had two chances. They had two consecutive home games, I believe. So it was just more of a case of is he going to get it in this one or probably the next one. But I thought, you know what, I'll do a bet on him getting this one because I know
Very nice.
if he didn't get it, then there's no point in betting on the second game because he's definitely going to get it and you wouldn't get any money for it.
True.
So I won that. And that was quite nice. But
Very
then
nice.
I did, off the top of my head, it was Arsenal ladies to draw with Man City ladies in midweek. I know Arsenal won the game, but extra time was irrelevant. I just did the 90-minute draw.
Yep.
Man United leads to have over 1.5 goals. I think I did Fulham to go over Sunderland. I did Borussia Dortmund to win in the German League Cup or whatever. Caught them all 8-1. Beautiful, beautiful, baby.
Yes, our decision making in that final third is terrible. Too busy just sitting around trying to make a perfect pass as opposed to just take a damn shot. Erdegaard is sitting there, tries to make a pass, does not. It's a poor pass, and now they're off on the run. I mean, we're standing inside the 18, and nobody's looking at the damn goal. It's very easy to defend. I don't know how you feel about that, but there's three players standing right inside the 18, kind of tapping the ball back and forth to each other, not looking at the goal. The defense is standing there waiting for us, and then pass comes out and it goes the other way. I don't know what this means. Maybe you can.
Oh, it was from the Full Nelson podcast on Wednesday. I can't actually remember the specifics. I can't remember if it's Tony playing DiBiase. You might have to remind me, BX. But yeah, it was a gimmick at the time, which obviously couldn't be done now for obvious reasons. But basically, it's a reference to $1 Million Man and his butler, Virgil, or bodyguard. It was his bodyguard. Sorry, we had this discussion
Got a
before.
corner coming up here from
I believe
Brentford,
BX
and the
wanted
ball
to
is cleared
reenact
out.
the skit
Oh, okay.
where you are Virgil.
Oh, you're gonna have to send me the link with that so I would like to be part of that if it's possible. And on the next
you
full,
wouldn't
full
if you
note.
saw it.
Okay, so then maybe I don't want to do it. So it sounded like it might be funny, but now you're saying it might be a little degrading, probably.
Yeah. Basically, it was really long term. Like basically, it was his bodyguard. But
Oh, you know
it's
what?
his
I think I
bodyguard,
may have
butler,
seen that.
servant.
I think I might have seen it. Send me the link anyways, because I think I know what you're talking about.
And eventually, they did it for years. This went on for at least 4 years, and it obviously built up to Virgil turning on him and basically being like, "Fuck you, I'm not your butler anymore," sort of thing.
No, I do
It
remember that
it was
now. Now
really
that you say
popular.
that. No, yeah, no, I do remember that now. I do remember that whole what happened there. People probably looking at him going, "What's going on
Not to
there?"
turn this into the full Nelson, but my actual favourite Ted DiBiase Virgil thing isn't Virgil being degraded. It's when he used to pull people out of the crowd, and he would legitimately pull people out of the crowd and be like, if basically got this little boy and basically told him, if you can bounce this basketball 10 times, I will give you $100 or $500 or whatever. And when the boy got to 9, he kicked the ball away.
Oof.
And the boy doesn't know that it's scripted. So the boy is really like, they did give the boy the money. But on camera, he was basically like, if you don't do this is a life lesson, son. If you don't do the job, you don't get paid.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Martinelli's down. He got an arm to the face. It was incidental, but it did happen. Brighton is up 1-0 at Crystal Palace. He missed an open goal. Yeah, he did. Brentford had the better chances so far, like Everton didn't. Yeah, I mean, we kind of like seem like we start off strong for 5 minutes. We look good. Then they got into the game, and then we basically just put our hands up and go, well, we can't do it anymore. No, continue to attack. In my head, the game's 1-0 now. We're losing. Yeah, we need to be. We're better. We're better than this. We know it, but we need somebody to just come out and just do the job, right? Yeah. No. LeBron record breaker looks terrible. His form is horrible. Jordan and Kobe still want to. Now, yeah, I'm not a Kobe fan just because I'm a hater. That's just me. But Kobe is probably up there, but it's not my number 2 just because I'm a hater of Kobe. So
listen, I'm not an expert on basketball, but I'm going to pretend to be an expert on basketball. When LeBron James could get double the amount of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar never made me watch 2 hours of Space Jam 2. Therefore, he is still better than LeBron James.
I didn't even watch. I barely watched Space Jam 1, so you got me.
Space Jam 1's great. Space Jam 2, nah.
Yeah,
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, Space Jam 1 was Jordan, right? So
it was, but it was very. I don't know. Well, obviously Michael Jordan's terrible in it. You could have literally got a cardboard cutout of Michael Jordan, and it would have gave you a similar performance.
True.
But the movie itself is really good.
Yeah.
But it had Bill Murray in it as well. So.
Yeah. No. Ball's out to Ben White. Let's see what Ben White does with it here. Gets it out to Saka. That Erdegaard comes outside of him. Ben White Partey loses the ball, and boom, now they're off. And yeah, we as Bakes kind of says, we look lost here. We have our flow looks terrible. We get into the final third, and we just kind of lose it. Our mind goes blank.
I once scored a 23-pointer. All right, so behave yourself, under
His bodyguard. Yeah, I do remember the bodyguard because if DiBiase, did he used to wear like a white suit or something like that?
Yeah, no, it'd be either green, various colors, but green. Yeah. Mainly, he'd wear a black suit, but he did have a green one.
Okay, I remember him having a suit, and then like you said, the bodyguard and people, and like you said, he was making the bodyguard do things, and you're like, why is he making that guy do that? And
I think our final third made Virgil pick fungus out of his toes. I think that's one of the more famous, or it was shit.
Yeah,
it might have been shit.
Yeah, we are falling for the trap here. The goddess Saliba brings down Tony here in the middle of the pitch. They're probably asking why that's not considered a yellow, but I don't think so. I think it's two players who's just attacking the ball. It's a 50. I mean, Tony does stick his arm out and basically puts his shoulder into Saliba, so I don't know how that actually plays out as Saliba's foul, because the offensive player always gets the benefit of the doubt, right? Except for when it's the Arsenal player. So there we go. Can you imagine Tom playing basketball? You ever seen those pictures with the little kid playing basketball and the other player just swatting his shots? That's what it would look like. In my head, anyways.
That's exactly what would happen. Apart from the one time I scored a 23-pointer. Now, I know you're asking what a 23-pointer is. All I'm just saying is I scored 20 of them. So.
Here we go. Arsenal has the ball, and they just lose the ball in midfield. That's Martinelli loses the ball, and now it's there. Now our defense has to get in there, and Gabriel's deflection goes wide to the blue team, and we are they got a shot, but it's in Rosette as well. We are lucky that they are not that good right today. Not today, today anyways. They are pretty good, but today not so much. We need to get this goal first. I think whoever scores first will have a good advantage here. Thunder, watch out. Tom could drop some N1s on a foul. We got the ball to Nketiah tries to pass it to Martinelli. It's just not working there. Yeah, that's the difference between Nketiah and Jesus. The touch is just not there. He kicks it right out of bounds. I mean, I don't know if he noticed where Martinelli was running, but the two just kind of ships passing in the night, essentially. And the package that they were supposed to deliver to each other gets lost in the sea there. So Zinchenko has the ball. Here we go.
Brighton had a goal ruled out.
Oh. Did they? Oh, so they called that goal back? Is it still 0-0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah.
Yeah, we got Partey here. Brentford's had the most possession, which is really tough to see, and a really bad pass there from Zinchenko, easily defended. I can imagine Tom killing it in darts, though. Are you good at darts there, Mr. Tom?
Not particularly. I used to be okay at it, but obviously if I played against someone who was half decent, I'd get destroyed. I was okay at pool.
Cool. All right, so we are into the 39th minute. This game has been somewhat boring, but it's probably been more promising for Brentford, which this is poor. And Arteta got these guys. They're playing better, but we need a really good second half, and hopefully a second half. And they got a long shot from Tony, and Ramsfield's able to save it, and that ball gets headed back to him, and here we go. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, so ball cross comes to Ben White, who's able to chest it down, and here we go. So Tony's had some good shots today. We've been lucky. One by the post and two, and Martinelli gets the ball kicked out of bounds, and here we go. Just a little hesitant once we get inside that final third, man. We just don't want to put our head down and just go for it. Any score updates? We got a red card in the Southampton Wolves game, it looks like. So the Wolves are down a man and down a goal. Everybody's in that late stages of the game here. Otherwise, let's see. 0-0 here at Emirates. Crystal Palace and Brighton is still 0-0. Fulham's 1-up on Nottingham Forest. Leicester City is 2-1 up on that team. Got a cross comes in and gets cleared out by the defender. Southampton is up 1-0 home to Wolves. And later today, Bournemouth and Newcastle. So we got Saka puts the ball out to Ben White, who puts a cross in. Very nice cross. And Xhaka, the ball gets closed out there. And here we go on that left-hand side.
You are due if you were at MBX.
Our passing in key moments is beyond dire. It's pretty poor. Yeah. I mean, as how you say it, we usually have some attention to detail with our passing. You always see, we always talked about in the past where Arsenal's trying to walk the ball in. If they did that today, they would have scored. That pass that needs to be crisp and right there is always off. Something about it. Either both players are on different pages, or the pass is too strong, too short, right at the defender. It's just something. This is one of those something around and find out situation. I hope we're not the latter. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't. Here comes the cross in. Martinelli got Ben White heads it back, and it gets cleared out. But we have it back. Saliba's got it, and he gets fouled by Tony. And here we go. Yeah. We got a foul coming. I thought it was out of bounds. So Erdegaard is going to have a free kick, and it's 1 inch away from where it needs to be. The official has to make it known, and then he just rolls it onto the line. It gets talked to by the official. They just hate us.
That is not true. I tell you right now.
They just hate us. They hate us as well. Let's just say that.
If they hate you that badly, you wouldn't be 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League. I can tell you that right now.
Well, maybe we should be more points ahead. You know what I mean? So there's levels to this thing. Yeah. Erdegaard's cross comes in, and we're not able to attack the ball, and they're able to head it out. I mean, This is where we have no threat in the air sometimes. There we go. Ball into Gabrielle to Martinelli, who's in the middle of the pitch now. You've got I like this. We got Partey up above, right, and standing on the 18 along with Nketiah. Just stay where you are. There we go. Ball's out wide to Saka. Saka's got two guys coming at him. He gets it to Erdegaard. Erdegaard gets it wide to Ben White. Ben White should put a better cross in there. Xhaka, and we got a volley there from Martinelli, and it's well over the goal. So it's a nice worked goal, but come on, we got to. The fact that we're shooting from, where is he shooting it from? Is he outside the box? Yeah, he's just inside. This inside the 18 there. Yeah, just inside. I wouldn't give Leeds fan a set of what's this? I wouldn't give any Leeds fan a set of darts. That's an incident waiting to happen. Yeah, probably.
It's a fair comment, Colonel. I can't even even fight back on that.
It's a great chance for Martinelli, but I just feel like with all the way that we've been playing, we should be able to get a better opportunity there. I know it's a nice look, but we've had that all match, and we're not taking it when we have it. So for me, just take it when you have it, and when you build up to it, maybe be all the better for it. Let's see here. You guys might be ahead of me here. Across from Zinchenko to Martinelli. Martinelli puts a cross in, and they've just got too many people in the box on that particular sequence. Scored. And we've got Xhaka back to back line out to Ben White. And here we go. We are in the 44th minute here. Still 0-0, which is probably, if you think about it, it's based on how we've been playing and how they've been playing, this is probably a good score line for us right now, but we need to get that goal first. Nketiah back to Partey, out wide and you've got Nketiah. I don't know what that was. That was just he makes space and he puts in a nice little lob, which there's nobody there, because I think that's where he would have been. And the nice little lob gets picked out of the air by Raya. I would like him to just take the damn shot or put in a cross, but a little lob like that, we don't have players that are going to go get that ball one. So that just seems like a wasted opportunity for me. And Nketiah lays in, gives a little nudge to the defender there. And I think that's Ben. Is that Ben Mee? I don't know. But he's hurting, I guess. Nketiah sees it, and then he looks at it, and then runs into Ben Mee. It's just okay. Oh boy! All right. So here we go, and we are into extra time here. We got an extra 2 minutes here. Yeah, the final third today is as Big Gunner says, poop right now. We are playing pretty terrible right now there. He's showing Trossard and Fabio Vieira in the stands. I got Raya kicking this ball. Going to take all his time in the world. Long ball comes out wide. It's Zinchenko there. He is there. He heads it to Martinelli. Martinelli heads it to Zinchenko, but it's out of bounds. All right, here we go. All right. It's hard to say where this has gone wrong, but I believe it's mostly just our attacking third has just been terrible. At some point, you just have to force it. The throw in goes into the goal. You've got Nketiah's got it. He's got Martinelli in front of him. He doesn't give it to him, and now he's going to just hold it up. And I don't understand why we just stopped. God. You have the ball. You have Martinelli out. Give him the ball and then go inside. I don't get that. Basically just killed it. All right, here we go. We got to throw in. Ball to Zinchenko. Back to Xhaka. Out to Partey. Partey steps inside. And now you've got Ben White who can step inside a little bit more. And he puts a little cross in, and the header from Saka is just it's not at the goal. I don't know what that is. And Saliba is able to muscle the ball away from Tony. Gabriel has it now. Ball to Zinchenko. Zinchenko tries to put a cross in and just not. Xhaka, Zinchenko back to Martinelli. Martinelli puts a cross in, and Nketiah is just standing there, letting the defender control him. Attack the damn ball. I mean, you haven't had much of the ball, and then you get an opportunity. There's a cross in for a shot by Saka. It's right at the defender. And I assume that's the whistle blowing because I just got an alert on my phone, and it is. It's 0-0. I think if we look at the stats real quick here, let's see what we got, and then we'll let Mr. Tom talk a little bit more. I know that's what you guys came for. Well, we've had the ball. As crazy as we've had the ball now for over 70% in the match, where the first 20 minutes or so it wasn't in our favor this much. So we had the ball for 70%, which doesn't seem right, but that's probably mostly because the last 20 we've had the ball probably 80-90%. Got the most shots on target, shots off target, equal on the block shots. We've had more corners. They've had the biggest chances, and they've missed twice. They hit their woodwork. Shots inside the box, we've had 7, and goalies only saved 2 of them because everything, we've been pretty poor. Once again, dominating all the stats, but as far as I'm concerned, they've had the bigger chances, which we've had none. So, still not where we need to be, but all right, well, see what Arsenal has to say. Oh, so here's the update on the scores real quick. As I said, it's 0-0 here. Arsenal, Brentford, Crystal Palace, and Brighton 0-0. Fulham is up 1-0. For us, those are our halftime scores. Extra time. Leicester City
Leicester scored
3-1 on that team. So that team came out, scored first, and then was never able to answer the next 3 goals by Leicester City.
Thanks for that, Tottenham.
So let's see what's going on in this game. So let's see. So you got Betancourt scores early in the 14th minute. You've got it had to go to VAR to be confirmed. Mendy scores to tie it up. Madison scores to go up 2, and then just into extra time, Iheanacho scores. So they pretty much finish off that. They finish off the last 20 minutes of this thing in style. Very good for them. Arsenal is missing something today, folks. But let's see. Let's go through this real quick, and then we'll let Mr. Tom chat it up. So, Tom, Sam Allardyce has apparently refused the Leeds job, so instead you're trying to get in Wayne Rooney. I kind of, you know what? I don't know. It's not crazy stupid, Wayne Rooney.
It is.
It is crazy stupid.
Yeah. It's not true, by the way, because he's already admitted that he was joking. And that's why I didn't react to it, because I knew it was bollocks trying to get a rise out of me. But also, the real part of that, which is obviously makes it not true, is Sam Allardyce has refused to Leeds, because I know for a fact Leeds are a better team than the West Brom team he actually took over and went down with.
Mm-hmm.
So, because who did West Brom have when he took that job halfway through the season during lockdown? Say what you will about Leeds, but we have a front 4 of exciting players. Now they may not be good at putting the ball in the net, but if you can tune that, you'll have an attacking. We've scored the most goals out of all the teams at the bottom. So there's obviously something there. Everyone knows we can't defend, and that's it. I'm not saying we score enough goals to be challenging at the top, because that's obviously not true. But the reality is, if we survived, it would purely be on the fact that we just bang goals past people somehow. Mm-hmm. We scored 2 at Old Trafford somehow, but we did.
Yeah.
Scored in the first 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Nonto is.
That's what
I have to say. Everyone knows he's a good player.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So for me, I don't understand how it's not that difficult to at least make him be the center point of what's going on in your attack. Or the players need to know when he's got the ball, Something good can happen if you just move. You just stand there and watch him. Sometimes it's not going to happen, right? So the player is doing a job there. So help him out. Help him out. Let's see, we got here. Eddie just seems to be a half step behind everyone else and just cannot create the chances. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is the gap, right, between what we need and what we need and what we want out of our striker in this type of game. That's why for me, he just needs to continue to keep moving and make sure he's in that area, that attacking area when we need him to be, and with some space. It was nice that he came out and got that ball the one time, created some space for himself, and then I don't know what he did. He just chipped the ball, to where he would usually be, as opposed to maybe the far post. So I don't know the thinking behind that one. On a serious note, who do you want as your manager, Mr. Tom?
I don't think we should have sacked Jesse Marsh, and not necessarily because he's good or whatever, but I think it's quite obvious that whoever we wanted to bring in after we sacked him has obviously said no, or because I find it baffling. Like, for example, when we sacked Marcelo Bielsa, 48 hours later, Jesse Marsh was the manager.
Yep.
Less than 48. It was like a day after. We knew we sacked him on Sunday, and we knew Jesse Marsh was the manager by Monday.
Yep.
And it obviously isn't the case now. So basically, whatever you planned for, Leeds, whatever the plan was, it hasn't come out. So now you can't go crawling back to Jesse Marsh, but the reality is a lot of teams have done that before.
Yeah.
A surprisingly high man, you'll hear like have sacked a manager and then rehired him, like within a day or two. I think it happened recently in Italy or something like that. But point is, I can't spec down who I'd want to be the manager because I don't know who they want to be the manager.
Yeah.
A lot of the names coming up are people I've never heard of, without being disrespectful to them.
No, you're probably you're definitely right about that. Usually, if you have a plan, you probably before you make that, you put that paperwork in to let go of your manager, be pretty confident that who you're going to bring in is good. Because it just seems weird. You bring in McKennie, which to some degree there is going to be a relationship there, just because the fact that they're both from America, so there's going to be a connection there and probably a want to do good for his manager kind of thing. And then you let him go before you even let McKennie actually figure this thing out. You know what I mean? And it seems like it's going to work because obviously it will, because he's played with at least with two of the other players, right? So
I don't think they allegedly. Sorry to interrupt. Allegedly, they actually were thinking of making the change earlier in January, but they thought, no, we'll give him time, because we're playing a game got a game coming up that we should win. And basically, it was if Jesse Marsh can't beat Nottingham Forest, we'll go down. I think that's what the hierarchy felt, basically. And the reality is we didn't beat Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
for all the possession and shots, we didn't really look like beating Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Sorry, please.
No, but I mean, the fact that you're seeing it, that it's actually in the team, that they can actually play some good football, and they needed Marsh to get whatever the team had in them when they played at Old Trafford. They needed Marsh to get that out of his team, with him playing and with him managing. So it's in there, right? Because you saw it. I don't think the manager had as much to do with that as the fact that the team kind of woke up a little bit and maybe clicking or whatever. It's one of those things where you're in dire straits, so you actually do everything you do is more in charge, more involved, more aware, and everything like that. Oh, you're intense, and so it's in there. You need a manager that's going to be able to hold on to that over and over again, right?
I think I alluded to this in one of my angry rants on Monday, so I don't know if I actually said this, but I think Jesse Marsh was unfortunately let down by a lot of individual mistakes, which he can't account for. Like, at the end of the day, you can put people on the training field and you could drill your tactics into them, this is the same with Marcelo Bielsa.
Mhm.
You could, with any football manager on earth, Arteta, Pep, you can drill your tactical identity into people, but then if they give away a silly free kick and then fail to clear it, the resulting free kick when it comes back into the box, and you put it on the plate for the other team's player, I don't think you'll find a tactical system on this planet that has told a defender to actually give the ball on the bounce to the attacking team's best player. Like, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Because you'd be asking to be fired. So but as I definitely said this on Monday, a lot of the problems for our team was we would get punished for our first mistake in a game, where but it happened often and we didn't recover from it. Like, a lot of teams, you will have a chance in the first 2 minutes of the game. This is a thing, like, yeah, we scored it on Monday or Wednesday, but a lot of teams will have a chance and it's like a marker. You're like, oh, all right, that's a good sign because that shows we're going to get into this game and we'll have more chances like this. But when they had that chance against us, instead of it going over the bar and then them being like, oh, that's something to build on, no, they'd score it. And then we're 1-0 down in 2 minutes at Villa Park.
I hear you.
From a Leeds corner.
I hear you.
Oh, sorry, I was just...
No, I enjoy hearing you speak. So there you go. I don't know if that's crazy of me or not, but yeah. But we'll get into a little bit of the game that at least that I'm watching right now. We are lucky to be level. We are. Once again, we are lucky that the team we're playing isn't that good in front of goal because they've had opportunities. They could have scored at least 2 or 3 goals today. We need to kick up a few gears, and you know what? We're fine for the 3/4 of the field. That last quarter of the field, we just we are void of what to do next, and we just kind of stagnate.
I think you're being a bit harsh on your team, Gary, to be honest. Obviously, you're watching it, so I can't question what you're saying, obviously, but the statistics-wise, it's very even. Obviously, you've got more of the ball. So what I can tell is happening just from reading the stats is basically every time they do get the ball, they're very direct. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Like Brentford are basically
this is no different than the last match because guess what? Teams they can't build on us. Right, they cannot build an attack on us. They need once they get an opening, they take it, and that's how you beat Arsenal, right? If you take your time, try to build up an attack, we can answer that call. But if you get an opening and you just basically attack the back, attack the goal, more than likely you're going to get something good come out of it. And that's why for me, when we have the similar opportunity to do that, we always pull it back. Like you've got Nketiah and Martinelli on the left side going down the pitch with one defender in front of them. And Nketiah stops and turns around and goes back the other way. And they're like, get the ball to Martinelli and attack the middle of the goal. You know what I mean? At that point, do something to attack because at that point you've got them on their heels. They're backpedaling. Right? And we've got Martinelli and Nketiah there. They have to do that. This is Nketiah's time to just if he tips it out to Martinelli and then he goes right behind the defender, the ball should come to him and he should be able to get a shot off. But no, but it gets killed long before it even gets into the attacking third, and it's like this is not going to work. Let me just go through these chats real quick.
Yeah, please. I've got a few that I'd like.
I know I've been banging on that Trossard should be playing instead of Xhaka, but right now I would sub Nketiah with Trossard right now. We need someone to create chances, and Eddie is not that man. Now he's definitely not that man. That's not his how he's been helping us. And if teams are picking up on that he isn't going to be that answer. But we've won a lot of matches with him. So for me, that means that there's other things that other teams are doing to stop us, because Nketiah needs to, if we're going to start him, then we need to play to the strengths of the squad with him in there, right?
And that's where the last time you played there,
huh?
He was the man the last time you played at the Emirates. against Man United. He
No,
wasn't.
I know, and why was that so different, right? Because we're controlling, like I said, 3/4 of the pitch. We get into the final
Yes,
third, and we are void of any
agreed.
kind of in any
Yep.
processes what to do next, and that's why you look at all the stats and they say we should be doing better. We should have a lead, but they have the better chances. Why is that? Because we basically just have no
Mm. I
vision
get
as
you
to
for
what to do
panicking
next.
because you need the points. I get that. Like, because
Yeah.
you're like, where's the goal coming from? I understand this. But I'm just saying, have faith in your man, Eddie. Because if
No, no, no.
someone's going to, he
Uh-oh, he
needs
froze
one
on me.
chance and he's going to.
You keep freezing on me. Sorry, you were just freezing on me a couple of times. I didn't catch that last.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say he needs one and hit him.
I hear
And
you.
you're
No,
the
no, he
one.
does. But for me, for that to happen, I think he needs to move a lot more. Right. And that's why I keep saying, can you please, at once in a while, just go out wide, come inside, go out wide, come in, just switch things up for the defense. It's easy when he's just standing there, the defense is easy. It's easy to defend him. He's moving. I think at least the way things are going right now, he opens things up for his wings. We're seeing a lot of movement, we're seeing players in different areas of the pitch right now because of this, the way we've been playing, which we need more of that. But it needs to be moving forward and not just as part of a build-up. Because Rafa Benitez,
I wouldn't hate that.
yeah.
I don't think it's a great long-term solution, but this is the thing. It's like, at what point do you? I'm worried that we, at best, because obviously the goal right now is to just stay in the league. But I'm worried that we're going to become a team that just sacks a manager every 10 months when it looks like we might get relegated. And I don't think long term that's a recipe for success.
You see a little fire there from Erdogan when Tony goes down under. Let's see, he loses the ball, and then let's see what he does. Erdogan, I think, gets to the ball first, and he just goes down. I mean, let the defense have a little bit of a say in this thing. So here we go. Nando, Somerville, Sinistera, Rodrigo Adams. A lot of talent and quality in that team. Yeah, those are some good names, right? Good players, not just good names, but good players. Got to get the best out of them. That's why I'm saying if Nando's going to be the guy,
injured.
Yeah,
2 of them names are injured.
Yeah. But even when they were in, that's the other part to it, right? Even when they were in, you kind of still wanted to get something out of them.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying 2 of them are injured, so they won't.
Yeah.
It's not like we've got that wealth to pick from again.
Yeah.
We had a full strength team for a week, and then we picked up injuries. But
yeah,
just the way it crumbles, I suppose.
Get the ball out to.
We're lucky that Rodrigo being injured, we've actually got options now, which we didn't have before.
Yeah, but I know, Joe, that's why I feel a defensive style manager would suit Leeds. Bielsa and Jesse March wanted to play this pretty football when you haven't get the resources to do that. You can't. Let's see.
My only disagreement with that is Bielsa football worked for 3 years out of 4. And the 4th year, it only really didn't work because we had to play Arsenal with 15-year-olds.
True.
Like,
and he got
Bielsa couldn't really account for that. Oh, we got murdered, but
got a nice ball in there from Xhaka to Saka. Saka puts a ball on, and Raya has to put his hands on it and pushes it out. Nice 1-2 there from Xhaka to Saka. You got a cross coming. Nice tip there from Martinelli to Erdogan, and it doesn't make it. Then we're gonna have to. We do get the ball back. Trossard needs to get in on the action as well as Fabio. Yeah, Fabio needs more minutes, and he didn't get enough in the cup and the Europa League. He needed it then, and to show what he can do, and he didn't show us enough, right? Consistently. So that's a problem there. But I just kind of feel like you picked that player, you spent the money on him. There was something you saw in him, then make sure you get it out of him, right? That's what I think. Wall out wide to Martinelli. Yeah. Leeds are due a win against United tomorrow. Or I guess, sorry, Manchester United. Yeah,
Obviously,
Erdegaard's
I've
been
not had the
well.
chance to speak about that match. All I will
Yeah.
say is Man United turned up on Wednesday night like a team who assumed they only had to turn up to win that match because the other team doesn't have a manager.
Mm-hmm.
They
Erdegaard,
fucked
why does he
around and
take the
found
damn
out.
shot the first time? Come on, man. He's standing right in the corner, inside the 18 in the corner, and his first thought is, I'm not going to shoot this thing. Why not? Just take the damn shot. That's why I want him to shoot. He's got a good shot on him. He's got nobody in front of him. Just take the damn shot. We're so hesitant in the way we're playing. And my sense of urgency is when you're inside the box, not necessarily the game itself in terms of trying to get 3 points. It's like when you're in the box, you should be trying to score. Cross comes in and it's easily cleared. I mean, it's not even doesn't even make it past the one defender. And now they have a break because Cross comes in and Zinchenko's there. Erdegaard is not having a good day there. Yeah, lost the ball there, and here we go. Long ball into to Nketiah. He turns inside. Does he take a shot? Nope. He just puts a cross in, and Erdegaard's there. Take the damn shot. Oh, he does. Thank you very much. But it rolls right to the goalkeeper. But I would have liked him to just volley that thing, but no. He sets it down and then takes a shot, and it's easily saved by the goalkeeper. He didn't make the goal. I always say if you don't make the goalkeeper move, it's easy to defend. But I think he's looking for the near post, and the goalkeeper's there. So I don't know. Maybe he should have went to the far post because the goalkeeper's right there. You can see that, but he kicks it with his right, and goalkeeper's right there. Very easy save there. We are into the 51st minute, or almost at the end of the 51st minute here. All the games have started back up. No changes from the scores at halftime. We're 0-0 here. Crystal Palace is 0-0. Fulham up 1. Leicester City up 3. And Southampton up 1. Wolves are down a man. So here we go. Got to throw in deep in our defensive third. And the throw in makes it into the box. And we are just not going to clear this ball. Clear this ball. There you go. The ball gets out of the box finally. Yeah. And let's see. They put a cross in. Gets headed out by Saliba and not far enough. And Erdegaard clears it out wide. Clears it out, and he can get to it. Ooh, Nketiah does get there. Ooh, and he blocks the ball, but it goes out of bounds. It's I like to see that from Nketiah. That was really good. He put the ball. It's not really even a 50-50. They should clear it easily, but he puts pressure on the goalkeeper, and he kicks it out, gets deflected off of him, and goes back for I think a goal kick. He got hit right in the quad there, so it stings. It stings. You can see him like rubbing it. Oh, it just went out for a throw-in. So we haven't scored in over 200 minutes. Yeah, see, that's a problem because we are definitely better than that. And that's this game, as Mr. Thomas said, statistically, we're doing good. But if you don't, oh my God, poor touch from Partey, and almost it was almost an easy attack. You got Tony out wide right, steps inside on Gabriel, and he goes down. As soon as he gets a hand on him, he's going to go down. Arsenal needs to keep that in mind. I mean, they're both got their hands out. I mean, he goes down because the defender grabs him. So, I like that no call. Nketiah is putting pressure on Raya. I want to see him do that a lot more. He seems to just like to jog around in the middle there, and I want him to actually put some pressure on the back line a little bit more. That's what Jesus does, and that's why there's a difference between the way they play. Jesus presses that back line a lot more. Nketiah not as much as I would like. Got a ball over the top to Saka. He's not able to get to it. He does put it nice, takes the ball away. Come on, puts the ball to Erdegaard. Erdegaard puts the ball in, and it's well over the head of Xhaka and goes out for a goal kick. I'm not sure where Erdegaard was going with that one, but if it was supposed to be a header, it was off. As Colonel Ward says here, rehire Bielsa would work because surely Leeds fans as a whole want to be in that top 7 place teams, not mid, just scrapping relegation. When I look at Leeds as one of the best in the league historically,
I would happily take mid-table at the moment. You've got to keep in mind we were out of the league for 16 years, which, like, it's a long time, but it's also a long time of not having the TV revenue that came with it. So we're significantly disadvantaged from a point of a lot of teams have the infrastructures built off the back of that television revenue that we don't. So you have to. It's not often a team goes from the bottom to the top like that. It's like Leicester did, but then look where they are now. Right, they didn't take advantage of that.
Yeah, you know what? I think that what happens is either complacency or just the discipline that got you there. You kind of take your foot off the gas just enough, and this league will just gobble you up when you do that. I mean, because you think about, so you can't, you have to be engaged the entire time, or else it won't work, right? It's easy to say I got tons of money, but not everybody has tons of money. So you have to be diligent. You have to be disciplined. You know, if this is the player that you want, you go get him. If you're budget constrained, then find players in your budget, constraint area, and make it work. You know, if you have more players that you can fill spots, and they are getting through our middle very easy here. Let's see, and it's Tony puts a ball that's wide of the mark there. They are threatening when they get the ball. We are just playing around with the damn ball. We've got Cheddars has joined us. Cheddars, welcome to the show. I'm watching the Arsenal match. Mr. Tom is chatting it up about Leeds when the time is right. And
what annoys me about this, sorry Gary, is hello Chris, is like, I know Leeds United are a better football team than Brentford, but the league table doesn't prove that, doesn't suggest that's remotely true. Yet when we play Brentford, they set up in a way that is very, we will do well to get a point at Ellen Road.
Now think about it. You probably have better players all around in different parts of the pitch, right? But the one player you don't have, and the one player they do have, is who?
The man that gets penalties left, right, and centre, Ivan Toney.
Yeah, so that is the big difference between the two. You've got Bamford, who's not that consistent, very injured. So, he can't ever build up to even being what you want him to be because he never gets enough time on the pitch. Maybe now he is, but, you've got a Cross coming in, and that goes a little bit.
We were discussing that earlier, Chris. That's a good point. I don't agree with it 100%, but it's fair to say. Because what I believe they were thinking of sacking him earlier in January to give a new manager time to buy players in the window, but they felt that we had fixtures coming up, that Jesse Marsch could actually turn the tide.
You got Trossard putting on a shirt, and you've got Tomiyasu looking like he might be getting ready as well here. And you know what? See, what did I say? I said you need to be a little disciplined in your process, right? And if the process says Marsch isn't the man, and the window is open, and we might need to bring somebody in, and he might have different thoughts, then you do it. Then, if you're not, then you just stick to your guns and say, we'll just see this thing through. Marsch did keep us up in the league the last time we played, so maybe he'll do it again, right? And if he doesn't, then you let him go later. But you've invested, So So you say Marsch are going to stick around because it can't. For me, it can't be always about the matches that you have coming up, because sometimes there's other parts to this situation, like you said, like the window's ending. So you bring in a McKennie because of Marsch. You got Trossard about to come on. Let's see, he was taken off, but you have to. There has to be a plan that you can, the plan has to be there. And I'm hoping Nketiah comes off, not because he's been bad, but I think we just need
I don't think it was
more
just
on the
because of
outside.
Marsh that McKennie joined. His childhood friend plays for the team.
But for me, it's also maybe a familiar face or something like that when you have Marsh there.
No, what I mean is I think it's more that he had the opportunity to play in midfield with his mate Tyler Adams.
Xhaka takes a shot from distance and the defender never moves and it just doesn't work. Erdegaard with the ball and he loses the ball. Does he get the call? No. Partey puts the ball through to Nketiah and it misses everybody, and we are just not clinical in that attacking third there. Sorry, Mr. Tom.
No, it's fine. No problem.
Yeah. As Thunder Road says here, we aren't winning this match. The way it's going, we'll be lucky. Hopefully, we can get the point. But we got Trossard coming on. I hope we're in the 60th minute here, which is good. Arteta has decided to put players in and give them more than 15 minutes to show what they can do. Trossard looks like he got a 2-piece to the face last night. I didn't see that. So we got there in attacking third here again. And we are just standing around. It's really easy to defend us right now. Nobody's moving. Ball goes and everybody just stands there waiting for it. I don't understand how you play football like this. There you go. Erdegaard puts a ball in and easily defended away. And Nketiah is surrounded by two. Xhaka to Gabriel. Nobody moving. There we go. Now we're starting to move a little bit. Come on. Got balls out to Ben White. Ben White to Saka. Saka right at the corner of the box. He puts a nice cross in, defended easily away. Zinchenko out to Xhaka. Xhaka just kicks it out for a throw in deep in the field, and Trossard's about to come on, and let's see who he's coming on for. He's coming on for number 11. So Martinelli's coming off, which is what people thought. I just would have. You see, for me, that doesn't change it enough in this match because I don't think Nketiah gives us what we need right now either. So there you go. Maybe I'm reaching here, but here we go. And I don't think Martinelli's the reason why that the game looks the way it does. But Trossard has shown every time he comes on that he will be a threat at the goal. He's got just under 30 minutes to do that. So here we go. And ball's out to Ben White, who kicks it back, and we're going to reset this thing. So 60, we're just finishing up the 62nd minute here. Ball. All right, ball in the Erdegaard. Erdegaard steps up, gets the ball out to Zinchenko. Zinchenko has Trossard out there. And Trossard gets the ball to Partey. And back into Partey. Partey doesn't have to take a shot. But he doesn't. Good thing. Let's keep it. Ball's out to Zinchenko. Zinchenko back to Partey. They kind of interchange Zinchenko and Trossard. And Trossard is taking the ball try to get to the goal line, not able to. It's defended pretty well there. And Partey is able to get in there. Yep, we got the ball back. Let's go. Come on.
Strong
ball
comment.
to Nketiah. Nketiah. Once Nketiah's taking a shot from well outside the 18,
hilarious,
which is surprising. Came across like Turner in an alley.
Say a lot about Ike Turner, but he had his dinner on time.
All right, that's not really that funny. I didn't know what Turner you guys were talking about, but I see it. Not that funny to me.
It's not. It's not. But
Stephen, yeah, what is Arsenal doing? I mean, yeah, they are looking like this is why I needed a bigger change than just a swap for swap in terms of bringing Trossard in for Martinelli is an easy switch. It doesn't change anything unless Is Martinelli playing poorly? No. But what changes things
condone
up, I
what
believe.
Turner used to do. Just get
Right.
out of there, clearly.
All right, you got Saka is getting the ball, moving it around, takes a shot, and oh, nice, Shaka. All right, you got Trossard's got the ball out on the left hand side there, and nobody's attacking the ball for Arsenal. We're just letting the ball roll in front of them. Attack the damn ball when it comes to get across there from, and we're just kind of just standing there. The ball's just rolling around the 18.
Weren't scoring for fun in the championship, Colonel.
All right, Erdogan. Let's get the ball to Partey. Partey back to Gabriel. We missed our chance at 20. Balogun at 20 and scoring for fun in France. 14, 15, and 20 starts. Who's better, Eddie or him? You know what? Don't
Eddie.
even.
Eddie's better than him.
No, you know what? Eddie didn't have got a nice long shot from well outside the box. Now we're getting desperate. Now we're getting desperate. When those shots were there early in the game, we were not taking them. Right now we're taking them, and it's not even close. The goalkeeper just stands there and catches it. I mean, put the ball where the goalkeeper isn't. Make him make a save. Come on. Xhaka has a good play on it, and he doesn't. Does he get the call? I think he does get the call. All right, Xhaka really, Xhaka showed me something there. He goes to head the ball because you know what, and I just got an alert, and I'm going to be happy. So let's see what happens here. Ball is out to Ben White. Ben White to Saka. Ben White overlaps him. Saka gives the ball to Erdogan. Erdogan to Saka. Saka attacks the goal line, and very nice touch there. Trossard taps it in. Voila, people. Goal, Arsenal. Trossard gets his first goal for Arsenal. Arsenal takes the lead here in the 66th minute. Very nice work there. Very nice work there. And you could see how when Ben White overlaps and Saka steps inside, what that does. Right? What that does. That was really nice. Really nice work there.
He's going to take off Eddie. Eddie motivated Trossard to be in the right place.
Now see, people, when I talk about Mr. Tom bringing the nonsense to the show, I'm going to say that's nonsense. He might say, you know what, it's a tactical, decision there by Nketiah by standing in the middle of the pitch like he has the whole game. And actually, he comes inside. They don't even know he's there, but Trossard is able to skip through there. Very nice from Saka to put that ball across the front of goal, and Trossard is there. Would Martinelli be there? The way things have been going, probably not. But Trossard is there, and he knows how to score. And there you go. First goal for Arsenal. Very nice. Puts us ahead. I'm glad to see it. I'm happy to see it. I don't know. I should be more ecstatic, but I'm not.
No. What you're feeling, Gary, is relief.
Yes. Because we're like showing signs that we hopefully will get back to where we've been for the 19 matches, prior to our last one. Umbro has really made some fantastic kits recently. Glad they're doing well. I don't know.
Eddie was rather clinical in the championship, to be honest, Colonel.
Nice first goal for Trossard. Very nice goal from him. Let's see, but neither did Eddie, respectively, and that Middlesbrough team was shocking. Carrick has transformed it.
Eddie scored quite a few goals coming off the bench for Leeds. Like, he salvaged us wins and points and everything. I was very pleased with Eddie's 5 months at Leeds.
Yeah.
Say that.
No, you know what? There are things
not
Eddie does bring.
Secret.
Eddie does bring certain things to the game, but we have to be. He just pushed. Okay, they did call it. Ben Mee just basically went through the back of Xhaka there, I think. Yeah, he just went through the back of him. That was that's a nice football play. Super Bowl's coming up tomorrow. Trossard snuck in the back door and stole a whole ham out the fridge. He did. If you looked at that back line for Brentford, they didn't know what was going on. Next thing you know, he's tapping the ball in. Got an alert here. Got an alert here. Crystal Palace and Brighton are a 1-1 right now. So that's going good. That Ashburton Army looks like proper wrongins. Yeah, I, yeah, I don't know. Is it? I know that's some. I believe that's something new, or is it something old that's just getting a little bit more attention now? Is that what's going on there? But yeah, supposedly they're doing good things for the Arsenal. You know, for Arsenal in terms of putting it out there. Great ghosting movement. Yeah, no, we looked good on that. That movement was perfect, and kind of like I said, it all built up with that Ben White kind of overlapping Saka, meaning Saka can go inside, and Saka then gets the ball to Erdegaard, and then he attacks the goal line. Nice pass from Erdegaard to Saka, who crosses it, and voila, boom! There's nobody there in that back line, and we look good. Raya with a long kick, and does that thing get walked out of bounds? No. Saliba clears it, and now Erdegaard's got it. Back the ball to Partey. Partey gets the ball up to Nketiah, who gets pulled, and Erdegaard's off on the running, and does he get tackled? That's got to be called. Nope, no, because we have it. Oh my gosh, that is a terrible shot from Trossard. Yeah, he does. I didn't see his eye earlier when he came off, but somebody. I don't want to say it, but yeah, I'm not gonna say it because that's not how I roll. But he has an opportunity to take a shot there, and he does, and it's just a bit far right, far left with that goal. So, and that's the thing. He's taking a shot on attacking the goal as opposed to just takes the shot because guess what, they gave it to me. No, you created that chance yourself. Very nice. Supposedly there are a bunch of gooners that are giving us a big change in atmosphere. All right. I always thought, you know what, Arsenal, people have said Arsenal has been low. There's been like a library in there. And compared to Highbury, we need and it looks like Leicester City is punishing that team. They're up 4-1 now. Let's see what's going on here. Harvey Barnes with a goal in the 70th minute. And that team is getting
punished. You can always trust Tottenham to help lead that.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. How is Sam, Gary, Tom? I'll be there. Any flu going around us and us, Gary? Sam is doing good. Sam will not do watch-alongs just because there's always a people are off. We're all in different times of the game, so he likes to enjoy it. He said he would, if he can, he'll join us after the match is over. So I expect to see him then. So we'll be back to a full panel. So. Yeah, this is the time of year when for me the weather's changing, getting warm, cold, and getting sick is easy, or having a little cold is just a normal thing. And Keita taps it to Xhaka. Xhaka gets the ball out to Ben White, and here we go up to Saka. Saka's got some space out there on the right. Ben White overlaps. He puts the ball at the goalkeeper. Oof, nice little touch there from Ben White, but Raya's there to clean it up. So that's nice little play there from on that right hand side. There we go, and it looks like we got a goal in the Southampton Wolverhampton match. It's 1-1 there. Down a man and they score. That's not good. So in the second half, our attempts are the attempts is 10-1. Arsenal in favor here, and Tony is grabbing hold of Saliba, and nothing's being called except for. I don't understand what's going on there. He's got him wrapped. He's got Saliba wrapped around him, and the call was on Saliba. I don't get it. So you like the Brentford kid, huh, Binks Gunner? It's kind of a nice, like a two-phase thing going on there. A little busy up top and a little cool down below. Thunder Road. That team is losing poorly today. I was correct. The score has been corrected. They pull back the goal. So got a free kick coming here from Brentford. So let's see. And ball comes in. Got a bad alert and cross. Header. We cannot get this ball out of the box, and we're not going to attack it. And oh my gosh, that is just really poor. We just don't. You don't clear the ball. Guess what? You don't clear the ball out of your box. And who's standing in front of the goal all by himself is Tony. He heads it in.
Fucking hell.
Very, very. This is crap. This is crap. Just clear the damn ball, people. Jeez. Yeah, Steven. This is just poor from us. That defense was terrible. Cheddars is happy for some reason. I'm not sure why. But we don't clear this ball, and let's see.
That's
Did they
the
call
goal got
anybody
called
outside?
off, by the way.
Yeah, I did say that. And
Apologies.
and yeah. Let's see. We're not attacking the ball at all. They are attacking the ball. Ramsdale comes out, tries to clear it, and he whiffs at it. If he gets a touch on it, I think we're okay. But they are getting to the ball first the entire time, and Tony's standing in the box all by himself and heads it in really easily. We don't know where he is, and that's just poor. Very, very
Who
poor.
is Arsenal's game in hand against? Out of interest, do you not happen to know?
Everton, who we just lost to. So.
Oh, but at the Emirates, where you always beat them. Oh no,
well, we're home right now. We're not winning. So they might call offsides on this, which would be nice because there's a player offsides. Let's see if he has anything to do with the play. He's well offsides. If that's where they have two players offsides, to tell you the truth. Let's see. It's a tight call, but the guy's offsides. They have two players offsides. I don't understand why it's a tight call. You can't see what happens after that happens.
Are they interfering with the play? Are they?
No, it's on a free kick. So on the free kick, there's two players offsides, and I believe one of them must touch it first. Let's see. But then they're just showing that they're offsides, but they don't show what happens when the ball is kicked. So you don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. Like they're two players offsides, but I don't know. Let's see. VAR says
it can't be Man City, Colonel, because you've got a game in hand on Man City.
Yeah, no. There were two games that we still had to schedule, and they already scheduled the Man City match. So the Everton match was just recently scheduled. So they essentially they were two games in hand at one point that they hadn't scheduled yet. Now they're both scheduled, and it could have been a difference depending on how they rescheduled the games, but. And got a long shot from Zinchenko from distance, and guess what? It's easily saved. This is it's right at the goalkeeper. Pick a corner, man. You could have chose any corner. He puts the ball on the ground. I guess he does pick a corner, but the far corner would have been better. But I'm shameless taking it away, VAR. No, VAR didn't. No, it was I don't think the way, and they've got players now with the ball in it. And see, now you've just given them life, Arsenal. 2 fouls in the build up there. Yeah, but they don't call the fouls, right? So there you go. They don't call the fouls in the build up, right? But they do call the fouls on the build up. So there you go. But I think the fouls on the build up didn't happen where the ball was. So, I don't know. Yeah, no, that's all right, Colonel. Yeah. So that's a horrendous decision to give that goal. Yeah, let's go. Let's get the goal back to Arsenal. Come on, we got Saka. He gets taken down. Did they call it?
Not
yeah,
they do. Kick while you're down, but you have time to overturn this. That's all I will say. This isn't the time to feel sorry for yourselves over a decision that hasn't gone your way. This is the time to go down the other end and punish Brentford for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We can't bail them out by just taking shots from like 30, 40, yards away from the goal. Make it easy. Come on. You got Zinchenko into Nketiah, who's coming way back, which is good to see. And he's got the ball out on the wide. He puts a cross in, and they have to clear it out. Nice one from Nketiah. You know what? Good one for Nketiah. I mean, I've been asking him to do that. He comes back, gets the ball. Yes, he takes the ball, gets to the goal line, puts a cross in, and they have to clear it out for a corner. I mean, that's been good. These short corners, I'm not sure I'm liking them too much. Come on, Erdegaard. Be ready to take that shot. Come on. You got to be kidding me. It's like he doesn't want to take a shot. He's standing inside the 18, traps the ball, and nothing comes out of it. Come on, man. Am I asking too much? Trossard gets the ball into Nketiah. Nketiah to Partey. Back to Trossard. Trossard out wide to Zinchenko.
Wow. Okay.
Zinchenko tried to go through the defender's legs, but Trossard gets the ball into Nketiah. Nketiah has ball space. Puts a. Oh, it's close. It's close. It's close. There's some nice play from Nketiah there, making space. He tried to find a play out there at the 18. And Partey back to Zinchenko, back to Zinchenko. Nketiah is moving. We're moving. Trossard puts Zinchenko puts a ball to the far corner. It's just a bit wide. He's not too happy with it, but that's good to see because he knew exactly where to put it. I mean, I don't know how. It's hard with that right foot, I think, with that left foot to put it in the far right corner there because it's not going to curl back and it just curls away. Well, if we want to win something, we should do it the legit way and beat Man City. Yeah, but let's just win this game too. I'd like to have an 8-point gap right now. I think the offside was on the ball that comes back across. I believe he's offsides, but it's hard. Like from the angle, he's offside. Well, it's hard to tell because you can't see when the ball is kicked. But yeah, it's really close.
I'm going to watch it through a totally illegal clip on Twitter.
Trossard can pass. Yeah, no, Trossard is good. All right, so here we go. We got the ball. We are into the 81st minute. I think when we want to... Fabio Vieira is on. I did not see that. He's on for Xhaka. So there we go. We are definitely trying to get all the points here because Fabio Vieira hopefully is looking to put some pressure on this goal as well. Zinchenko with the ball. Got Fabio goes inside. You got Trossard steps inside as well. Inside now. Ball to Partey. Partey gets the ball out wide.
Can't be offside on a ball that's placed backwards. I think that's why it's onside.
How could it be backwards? What do you mean by backwards?
Doesn't he knock the ball? I'm watching a small clip on Twitter, and he knocked the ball backwards. When he knocks it across, it's going behind him.
No, but he's offsides when the ball is hit to him. That's where the offsides could have occurred.
That doesn't matter if the player knocks the ball backwards. It doesn't matter if you're offside. It's only if he knocks it forwards.
But he knocks it towards the goal line. How is that backwards?
That's
how he's able to get that's how he's able to get the cross is he hits it back and then Ramsdale comes.
It seems like there's a lot of head tennis.
Maybe we're looking at
no, fair enough. No, like I say, I'm only watching a very, very small thumbnail of it. It seems like he's moving the ball backwards towards
his goal, right?
Yeah, but what I mean is, if even if Ivan Toney's 10 yards offside, but the player crosses the ball behind him, and it lands to Ivan Toney, it's still not offside.
No, it's before that. You're talking. No, it's before that.
Yeah. No. The clip I'm watching doesn't show that.
No, it's before that. Before that, Ben White and him. I guess they're saying Ben White kept him on side, but he's behind Ben White.
That's impossible. Ben White's amazing.
They're saying that Ben White kept him on. That's the problem, and it doesn't look like it to me. And the defender gets no benefit of the doubt there. They've all these rulers in it. It really doesn't matter now because it's been called. Yes, Xhaka has been taken off. True. That is a surprise. Yeah, for Fabio Vieira. I see Arteta screaming at his players. Let's see if these guys can figure out how to get this next goal. Come on, got a injury there. I think one of their players went down in the box.
Leicester did score fourth goal. That stands apparently.
Oh, so this one, it's weird because I keep getting corrections. So I don't know if they've corrected it again or what.
It's Barnes has scored.
All right.
I don't think it's even remotely close to a Hasselbank or Viduka moment. It's just a header from 2 yards out, isn't it?
Got Zinchenko is in there and got all ball out to Partey out to Ben White. You got Saka back to Partey. Partey's
support
touched a little
Brentford,
bit.
Colonel.
Sure.
I want Brentford to lose.
Gabriel, here you go. Partey's in the middle there. Ball gets out. Come on, put that ball in. Oh, I would have liked Ben White put a ball in there. It gets defended really easily. But here we go. Come on, let's just build up on this thing. And somebody throws a ball onto the pitch. Come on. Are we experiencing the last slide of the season, given the last few results in all comps? If we get a point out of this, then it's better than what we've gotten before. So it shows some progress, right? I'll take a draw at the least, all right? That's the worst case scenario for me right now. I'm getting points, right? So no matter what happens in the City game, I guess they can get ahead of us on goal difference, but that game, the City game is more, we need points in this one. So a win would be good, but let's see. We are playing the ball. We're looking like we're trying to get something out of this. We got Zinchenko and standing on the 18. He takes a shot right into the defender's legs, and you've got Partey takes the shot from well outside. Oh, sorry, is that Saka? Saka takes the shot from that is. Yeah, Saka takes a shot from well outside. I think we're just bailing them out by just taking shots from distance. I don't understand. Okay, the build-ups there when we build it up. There's no reason to panic. I mean, we've got this kind of long balls coming here from Rhea. All right, come on. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so it's got Ramsdale's got the ball now. Gets it to Partey, and here we go. We seem to panic sometimes. We just kind of can't think of anything to do, so then we just take a shot. And Trossard with the ball. Gets the ball to Vieira. Vieira to Partey. Here we go. Ball's out wide to Ben White. Out to Saka. And here we go. Ben White has it back to Saliba. Saliba to Ben White. Come on. Ship over there, and it's cut out. And it's out for a throw in here, deep in there, attacking third. Need a goal. I'm greedy. Sorry, don't get back into rhythm or 3 draws in better than 2 wins and a loss. We're still in a top 4 race, harsh, but top 4. I think we're top 4. I don't think top 4 it should be an issue for us, right? I think we're trying to win the league. It's a little bit different now. We've been playing well enough that no matter what happens, I think top 4 is not necessarily secured, but we're in a better situation. The odds are we will get it, but now we're trying to win a league, so let's try to do that. Yeah, that team's with a cross in there, and Partey is able to. Sorry, Tony's able to. There we go. From Partey, gets the ball. I fear Jesus coming back in instead of easing in. He'll be overdoing it, making up for team performance such as the last 3 games. Yeah, there's no reason to rush Jesus back in. No reason. Let him get his minutes in, get his feet wet, kind of thing. Wolverhampton down a man or up 2-1. So, they're down a man and they've scored 2 goals. Arsenal's been at full strength this entire match and we haven't scored. Yes, it's against Brentford, but Nketiah's got the ball and very nice there from Nketiah. Nice play in there. Nketiah, he's not able to get to the ball there. Trossard, once again, is doing some good things. Saka to Nketiah, and he's not able to get around to that ball. Trossard, really nice pass in there. And, Saka's in the middle. So this is what I mean. Like, we need to move our front 3 around because Saka's the one that makes that pass, and he's standing right at the top of the goal there, and Nketiah's behind him. So, that's what Trossard brings. But, that's what we need. We've got the ball to Partey. Partey gets the ball to Nketiah. He lays it off for to Erdegaard. Now it's back to Saka, And here we go. Ball out wide to Trossard. Trossard with the ball tries to get the ball into Nketiah. Nketiah has it. He's got space. Goes back to Trossard. Very nice play there from how we're building up here. And Zinchenko steps inside, tries to get the ball to Nketiah, but he's defended well. Come on. Yeah. Saliba is so soft out there. Tony bullies him all day. Tony's going to bully a lot of players, and you have to think that Fulham is up 2-0 here on Nottingham Forest, and Trossard is getting a talking to. We're into the 90th minute here, so we're going to have some extra time because I know they had an injury there. So we should have some time to get back into this thing, but it's Brentford's ball right now. Here we go. Raya with a free kick. Ball comes in. And there we go. There we go. Ball's out to Trossard, and here we go. Trossard has been showing. I don't understand what Trossard's not been showing that Arteta says he can't use him. Ball's out wide to Erdegaard. Ball's up to Ben White. Ben White, I don't know where he was going with that ball. It was he froze there, and Brentford just falls down. Brentford player just falls down and gets the call. I mean, he fell down before even Ben White got to him. Ben White's in a surprise, and he should be, because he barely even touched the player, and the player is already going down, and the referee gives him the call, which kind of sucks. And of course, they're going to take their time here. Extra time is about 5 minutes. You've got Jesus in the stands watching this. Yeah, I'll take this as a positive, the way we played, the way we started. Long ball from Raya here. We're got 4 minutes left of extra time, and here we go. All right, so got a goal kick coming. Got Ramsdale. Ramsdale gets the ball into Partey. Partey's got space in front of him. Let's go, people. Zinchenko's out wide. Gets the ball up to Fabio Vieira. Zinchenko steps inside. You've got Trossard out wide. Gets the ball to Fabio Vieira. Vieira isn't even looking at the goal. We'd like him to turn and look at that goal. We got a cross coming in, and Keita gets a foot on it, but he's got like 5 players around him. Saliba against Tony, and Saliba is strong. He's strong. Yeah, Tony's not too happy about that, but now we got the ball into Nketiah, who the touch there was just not good there from Nketiah. Saliba has been the same since he got into yellow card trouble in the first 19 matches. He's lost that edge he had. Well, he looked good on that one-on-one with Tony. Tony wasn't too happy about him being handled like that, and I like that. So Saliba's got it. He's shown it. He showed it just there when we needed him to. It was a one-on-one, him against Tony, mano a mano, as they say, and he held up, was able to handle the situation, and Tony's down now. So here we go. This result is annoying, but I guess we have to take it. But we all know a Giroud-type bully boy striker would have offered something different. See, I get that, but if we're going to play this way, then we need to be able to have an answer, right? I get that, but when Giroud used to come in, it was because it was the end of the matches sometimes, right? When we were playing, and he would come in for us. And if Nketiah is going to start, then the way we play has to adhere to what Nketiah does well, along with everybody else around him. And if we don't do that, then what's the point of playing him? So I think we're seeing Nketiah, and my problem is what I'm seeing late in this game are things that I believe we could have been doing for the first half of the match. Nketiah needs to be able to do those things when the whistle blows, right? When the ball is kicked for the first time. We should be playing the same way we've kind of been playing this last 30 minutes now. And maybe that's the Trossard effect, but I believe we could have done it without Trossard on the pitch. And got a ball in. and it gets kicked back. And let's see, we got Saliba. That's the ball. And Brentford has got the ball in the attacking third. And let's see what happens there. The ball gets kicked out by Partey. Got a corner coming up, which, of course, I don't like. We're into the 90. We're about to go into the 95th minute here. There's a free kick corner coming. I'd have taken a draw today, but the Everton loss makes it sour. The team looks lost on the field. Leadership is not what it was when Jesus was there. Some people say that Zinchenko was leading us. So, I think between the two of them, we've been fine in terms of leadership. The entire team was poor. Today, we looked like we had something coming on. Here comes the corner kick with like about 40 seconds left in this extra time. Comes in, and Nketiah just goes at it. And yeah, somebody, I think he put something on there, and we're not too happy about it. And Nketiah is not too happy about what just happened there. The officials sitting back watching this, there's got to be something going on, because Nketiah was not too happy about what happened there. And does he get a yellow? I think Ben Mee is going to get a yellow. No, he's going to find a red shirt. Yeah, because you shouldn't be able to get beat up like that, I guess, if you have a red shirt on. He's calling him back because he wants to waste more time. Just give him the yellow and move on. I don't understand this talking to. It's the end of the match. You don't have much to say to him. And Kedia leans at the ball, so they're saying it could be a. Ooh, that's a penalty. It's a foul on Zinchenko. That's what it is. They're saying it could be a VAR is looking at Nketiah coming out from the ball, like he lean into it. Let's see if VAR says anything, because that would be punishing to lose that way. Tony may have won the little battle in the sense that he's kept it close, but I don't know how he'll do for the next match. He's had to work harder than he thought. It's almost as Colonel Wall says here, it's almost like City situation. If you want to play high pressing football, you don't play an Eddie or Harlan type striker who have to evolve around. You play with a false nine or target man. There you go. And you know what? The high pressing thing, the thing that I don't like about it is Nketiah doesn't want to press like Jesus does. So it does, as you say, it doesn't really work. And he can't come back to support the midfield. I mean, everything about it just says no, it's not going to work. Got a free kick coming here. There was a yellow card given. I assume it. I don't know who that's for. It's probably for Nketiah, but for the activity after. And there we go. We got the ball throw in down in extra. Come on, let's go. Let's throw this ball in, people. Saka is down now. There's a little collision out there. Saka's down. So hopefully there's a. Saka looks like he's down. He's not liking it. He's favoring his right leg. All right, so here we go. We got a throw in coming here. It's from Partey, I think. And ball is coming. Partey put the ball back in the box. You got the ball to Erdegaard. Erdegaard's getting space out to Partey. Partey puts a cross in. Cross comes back across the goal, and they're able to clear it. And they get the ball out for a throw in. And throw in comes to Zinchenko. Zinchenko's touch is poor. And there's going to be a yellow given here. Come on, Arsenal get set up and ready to go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Arsenal, be set to kick this thing immediately. Got a yellow card for the foul on Zinchenko, I think it was. Come on, let's go. Get the ball set. Let's go. Still picking up the ball. Come on, Fabio, put the ball down and let's get ready to go. Let's go. Come on, let's put this cross in there. Come on. Yeah. I hate when it takes so long. Come on. Here comes Fabio Vieira with a cross. and we are not playing around with this team. They're trying to. There we go. Cross from Fabio Vieira. Oh, it's a terrible cross right at the goalkeeper. I mean, that was just what was that? We wasted all that time for that, and is that the whistle blown? Yeah, the whistle's blown, and we are 0-0 here. We get a point, but we dropped 2. Yeah. Somebody said we dropped 3 last week. We dropped 2 today. I think that first half is where it was what killed us more than the second half. The second half was even. First half we need to play better. Second half, Trossard comes on and things open up. He does make a difference on the pitch. He's shown. I don't understand why he can't start. Some people say he shouldn't start for us because we have our strong 11. I think he could be part of our, a team of 11 that we can put on and not have to worry about a drop in form. So, considering this team has beaten some big names in Presley, only makes the result a bit tolerable. It is. It's based on where we're coming from and where we are, where we came from in the last 2 matches, to get a draw should be looked at as okay. In a separate situation, the loss last week is worse than the draw today. Let's see, Manic Street preaches now all weekend, a bad mood all week with these Arsenal results. Yeah, we're throwing a cushion out out the window. Yeah, no, it's what, a draw is not what we wanted, but a loss is worse. So I'll take this. We showed some promising signs today. We're not all the way back from where we were prior to the Man City match. I think the high of the Manchester United match, basically, team probably used up all they had in terms of the starting 11, and that's why rotation sometimes works, because at some point you see the team kind of go through what we're going through now. We did stop the rot. We did not lose 3 in a row. The draw against this team is pretty good. They're not a poor team, but we had an opportunity to win this thing, and the defense on their goal that they got was poor. I mean, we did not clear the ball at all. Yeah, free kick once again. We got beat. This is the third match in a row. No, not third match in a row, but this is the third time this season with set pieces where we get beat out. So our set piece defense not so good. But you know what? We'll take it. We'll see if Sam joins us. The scores of the other matches are as follows. West Ham, Chelsea drew in the first early game, the 12:30 game. Then we've got our 3 o'clock games. Arsenal, Brentford, 1-1. Crystal Palace, Brighton, 1-1. Fulham is up. Nottingham Forest. Fulham's up 2-0 or 1-2-0. Leicester City won 4-1 on that team. And Southampton took an early lead. Wolverhampton got a red card and proceeded to score the next 2 goals to take all the points. Southampton, not good for them. And quick update on the table as it stands right now. Arsenal has a 6-point lead on Manchester City, still with a game in hand. We'll take that with a big game coming up. And let's see. Why can I see who they play next? See the table. That's weird. Let's show. Oh, there we go. They're playing Villa tomorrow. So we'll take the draw. What else we got going on here? So the bottom of the table looks as follows. Southampton with the loss. I think, did they drop? I think, no, they didn't. Yeah, they think they dropped. Bournemouth is sitting above them with Everton right above them. Everton plays Liverpool on Monday. Leeds is sitting right above them, right above the relegation line, with a game against United tomorrow, Manchester United. So that'd be good for them to get the win. And Brentford, I think, stays right where they are. They had So what do we have here? That's all right. Just feel I need to accept at this point from where we have come under Arteta. Maybe top 2 or 3 is good, considering he was predicted to finish 6 or 7. I predicted us to finish in the top 4 this year. We are still top of the league. So to say other than that, I think is a little just kind of jumping the gun there. All right. We still control whether or not we stay at top of the table, right? I mean, you win on Wednesday, right? We showed some return to the form we had. So for me, I as bad as the drop in the points is, and we're lucky that we actually were able to have control of this match at one point because that first half they could have scored on us at least 3 times. So the fact that we actually took the lead, we were our set piece defense did not do its job, but all in all, it's a better performance than what we had in the last match against a much better team. Um, I don't know. I can't take it as sorely as some. Um, Misfit gotta go have a good one. Yep. Panak offsides, fouls, Gabriel, Tony, foul and Jinchenko, Erdegor and Tony, then both off, or no guard and Tony, then both offside, second phase, one crosses to the other who scores. They didn't even draw the lines. Yeah, it's interesting how they don't draw the lines sometimes, right? And then other times they draw the lines, and it's like, yeah, I mean, for me, I was most concerned that we, as a defense, we did not just clear that ball out of there the first time. Like there was no sense of urgency to get the ball out. You have a 1-0 lead. The worst thing you can do is not clear that ball out. We didn't do that, and we paid for it. So I'm a little disappointed in our defense. We can't expect the officials to bail us out in that situation. That's not how I think things should go. We should just do it for ourselves and make it easy. See, we fed the crows and pigeons same crumbs today.
They didn't even draw the lines. The lines. Sorry.
Like I said, both sides probably could. Both sides could be upset with the way this thing went. We could have been down 2-0 easy. We could have been up 2-0 easy.
I mean, it's obviously a disappointing result.
So the fact that it's a draw is probably an okay result to go with because both teams had opportunities to run away with this thing, and both teams couldn't because it was evenly played today. I think we played them 3 games. If we had played them like 3 weeks ago, the way we were playing, it wouldn't have been close. But yeah, as I said, Sam would be joining us after the match because he doesn't like watch-alongs, and he wouldn't have liked it if I was ahead of him because he doesn't like people in front of him ever. If you're in front of Sam in front of the line and you're dilly-dallying on your phone playing Mine, he's pissed. So there you go. Sam, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys. Nice to see you.
Hello, Sam.
Nice to see Mr. Tom on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, the assembled good day. I did mention on several occasions Arteta hasn't got the right tactics or players to win the title. Hope I'm wrong.
Oh, look, the referee auditor showed up today. Russ Morgan, nice to see the referee auditor for the FA.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take the piss out of him. It just made me laugh about the lines. That's all. It didn't draw the lines.
Yeah, as you heard,
you guys have talked about the game already.
Russ knows I got love for him. He knows it.
Yeah. So no, for me, I just, as I was saying to everybody, the way this game went, we're lucky to get the point. We could have got 3. We could have got 0. I mean, everything. This game had everything in it. Both teams probably could be disappointed in the result because both teams could have been up 2-0 in this match.
Yeah.
We'll take the draw because I think I always say performance over result anyways. Our performance today was much better than the last 2 matches. And with performances, you're going to get better results. And that's what we did today, no matter how it ended up. So for me, I'm going to take the performance over results today. 3 would have been nice, but we'll take the draw. Sam, I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of performance, it's definitely better than what we've been delivering the last couple of games. We were back to more slick passing, quicker tempo. Things were moving a bit more along the ways we normally move. But Brentford, they just sat really deep and made life really difficult for us, which seems to be the new template that teams use against us now. Any team that has any kind of defensive capabilities, they're just going to sit deep, put 5 across the midfield, just sit back and just really soak up what they can from us and play us out wide. That's what they're doing. They're playing Saka and Martinelli out wide, double teaming them, making it really hard for them to produce any play out wide. And it's really effective. It's stifling the way we play. And that's what Brentford did very well today. And like you say, also, it was a game today that could have gone anyway. That Brentford could have been 2-0 up if Tony had his shooting boots on today. He could have easily had a hat trick today, Tony, with the chances he had, especially in the first half. We were lucky to go into to half time, without conceding any goals. And it's a bit worrying the way we do really well, like in midfield, but it's that, it's up front we're really lacking. You can see now in these games where it gets tight and you need that bit of quality up front to score the goals for you. I know Tom's going to be sad now, but Nketiah, he's not it. He's scored some goals for us since Jesus has been injured, but when it's against really good defensive teams who are sitting really low, he's just not. He just can't get the job done. He's nowhere near what we need up front. We're lacking so much up there. We need a real proper centre forward really in a situation like that. And we're lacking. We're relying on the midfield players to do something, which unfortunately, they're not always able to do. Martinelli as well. For me, he's lost a lot of his, what I'm trying to say is his end product lately. The last few games is quite a while really has been lacking. See Trossard comes on today, much more end product, much more direct, does so much more than what Martinelli's been doing the whole game. Trossard, for me, needs to start ahead of Martinelli now. Martinelli needs to really have a little bit of a rest because Martinelli, he's great at running up and down the lines, but he just has no impact. That's what I was going to say. Martinelli's lost his impact. He's a no impact player at the moment. He's great at running around, and yes, he's Brazilian and all that, but what does he do? He crosses into a player, makes the wrong pass. Yeah, he has no impact. Whereas Trossard came on and had an immediate impact. You can see the quality in what he delivers is much better. So he needs to start, and we need a plan B, Gary. That's the thing. We need to when we know teams now are going to sit deep with 5 across the middle. They're just going to soak up our wing play. We need a plan B. We need to be able to figure out how to move the ball quicker through the middle. We can't just be so reliant on playing out wide, losing the ball out wide, getting sucked into a cul-de-sac, in each wing. We need to be able to play the ball quicker through the middle, and we need to have someone up. We can't now, of course. We can't go and buy or do anything now. It's too late. But ideally, we would need to have someone up front who is bigger, stronger, who can get on his head on the ball and maybe hold up the ball a bit and all of that. That's what we need. And Nketiah just completely missing in games like this where teams sit low against us, and just very disappointing. So the game now against Manchester City, I don't know, have they played today or are they playing tomorrow?
They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow against Villa.
Yeah, so they're probably going to do Villa tomorrow, to be honest. So, they're gonna narrow that gap, and then all of a sudden that game on Wednesday becomes huge for us. It becomes a huge game for us, both mentally and in terms of points. And if we lose that game at home on Wednesday, that's it. That's the floodgates open, isn't it? That's when we're gonna have to start putting our life vests on and hoping for the best. But yeah, not great today, but better performance. But there's no impact. We don't have that front line that's giving us the impact at the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I hear what you're saying. For me, the difference is, and we saw it on the goal, Ben White overlaps Saka, and then he comes inside, and it's that 1-2 with Erdegaard. and we get the goal out of it. Didn't see that enough. And also, for me, if you're going to play Nketiah like that, he needs to be able to move around, and we saw that later in the game, like towards the end of the game, anyways. Him moving around, he's not just stagnant, he's just pinned to the spot, right? And the game did open up. We did have players. You saw players all over the pitch, that front line. Not Nketiah as much, but we did see Martinelli come across to the right hand side at one point, right, and put a cross in and what. Like we can't just take what they give us. We should be able to do, enforce our will on the game as well. We can do that, and I think we did that better today than we did against Everton. And that's why things opened up for us. We needed to be more clinical in that final third. Our passing was poor. We had players just standing around. A lot of times just standing around. It's easy to defend. How many balls did they intercept where they were just standing there and the ball came right to them? I mean, like I said, it was much better from us today. If we continue to pick up some form on this, no matter what happens, I think City won't play the same way, so it's a little different there. But we should be able to have an answer for a low block. We looked better today than we did against Everton, no matter how they played. And I'll take it. I'll take the point right now because of it was much better performance from us. But I think we look much better than we did. So for me, I can't be upset about the way we played in that sense because it was better. We moved the ball around.
Yeah,
I mean, you look at the stats, and Mr. Tom will tell you. Look at the stats, and we dominated the game once again. We actually, we put more shots on target, and that's mostly in the second half because in the first half, they had 2 shots on target. You know how many they had in the second half? None. Well, I guess they had one. They had the header.
They had a few shots off target, though, didn't they? And
that one at halftime. You both had one on target and 3 off target. And obviously, you expanded that in the second half. But the reality is that their only shot on target in the second half, they scored.
Well, when you look at the chances created, Brentford had a couple of chances there that were a lot closer than ours. They should have arguably had a couple of goals by halftime. The chances that Tony missed, they were pretty big chances, to be honest. They were off target because he missed. He had a bad miss. But yeah, you're right, Gary. The performance is better. That's why I'm not I'm not panicking yet, to be honest, because the performance was better. You're right. And Brentford are a good team. They're a very good team at sitting deep and defending. But that being said, we got to. I don't know what he's trying to do now, but
this is that team again.
Spurs against Man City, they're in the Barcelona kit. Spurs against any other club, they're in the Spurs kit.
Yeah. Pretty much. I just think that we need to have a different plan of attacking that final third when we have a team against us that's sitting deep and just forcing us to play out wide and double teaming us out wide. We can't play wide that way, because it's just you're not going to do anything. So we need to have a different plan of playing through the middle, quicker, more effectively, creating chances to shoot the ball from around the box or just inside the box, get balls on target, shots on target. And that's what we need to do against teams like this. Because I think now, unfortunately, Manchester City won't play like that. Manchester City are going to come and play Manchester City football. Pep Guardiola is not going to start a low block. He's going to come to the Emirates, try and win the game playing Manchester City football, which they very well could do and manage to do. But all the other teams who are going to be playing, most of them, they could start sitting low, sitting deep, 5 across the middle, because they can see that's what's working against us, right? They want to get a point out of the game. That's what a smart manager would do. So Arteta needs to adapt from this. He has been able to adapt before. That's the thing with Arteta. He has been able to adapt to tactical situations before and change things before. We need to be able to see to do that. And the most important thing now, we need to see that the players who are a bit, they're not really giving us that impact at the moment. We need to be able to change it up a bit. Like for me, a Trossard now should be starting ahead of Martinelli. Definitely should be starting ahead of Martinelli, no doubt whatsoever. And for me, I know there's a lot of Xhaka lovers around, and Xhaka has had a very much better season, a very much better time in his new role this season and last season. But for me, the last few games, Xhaka has become very, very ineffective. Every time he gets the ball, it slows it down. He loses the ball more often now. His passing's more simple. He's not taking many chances. The attack stops a lot. The flow stops a lot with Xhaka. I would like to see someone else given the chance there. Maybe Vieira. I know Vieira is still very much out. The jury's out on him. But with Vieira, I think at least the attack could flow a bit more. We might be able to see a bit more attacking moves if the ball goes through him rather than Xhaka. Let's put it that way. I'd like to see that, and especially against a low block, Xhaka is a bit more defensive, a bit more safe-minded. I'd like to see, Vieira together with a Trossard, together with Erdegaard, be more creative, get that ball moving quicker, higher tempo on the ball, and create more. That's what we need to do, I think, in the next few games.
True. Yeah, I'm gonna answer some of these chat messages here. The reason why I'm okay with taking this point is because did you look at the last two matches we played? We looked pretty poor at both of them, and I can't I don't think we're a team that it was a blip and we're just going to turn it on the next match. We're not there yet, right? One, because I don't think we have the depth to be able to just, these guys are, the way Arteta plays, they have to continue to play. He's not only going to play this first 11 over and over again, right? So I won't be surprised if we play the same 11 next match, even though, as you say, for me, Trossard should have played in this one. And if he played well today, then he should get to play in the next one. Some will say, but we don't need to rest because we've got weeks, we got days in between each match. And it's not only about rest physically. No. There's a mental, there is a strain on this team. We are sitting top of the league, and that's a lot of pressure on these teams. So mentally, things are a little bit different. And I think we also need to be able to rotate our players.
Yeah, it's also form. Yeah. If it doesn't matter if you rest, you've got 7 days rest between a game. If you're out of form, you've lost that touch, you've lost that, that spark. You need to have a rest.
Yeah.
Trossard today was very good, and he's been very good. He scores his debut goal today. He comes on, he looks so much more impactful. Again, that's what I want to say. The impact he has in the game is so much more than Martinelli. Give Martinelli a rest now. Let's see what Trossard can do. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, and he scores against the big boys, so he won't be the City match won't be too big for him. He'll be fine there. I mean, this is why we're optimistic, because we were trending downwards and now we're not. Right?
It's because of the performance, Chris. I mean, it's we had a terrible performance against Everton. We were out-muscled, outplayed, just didn't really turn up. But today we were a lot better. We played a lot better. Brentford gave us a very good game. They're very good on the they're counter-attacking. But it's we had a better performance today. We were getting back to slightly towards where we've been before the Everton game. We'll see how it goes against City. I think against City we'll be really motivated to show them what we can do. I think Arteta will get them really up and ready for that game. I think we'll see a much different, much better improved performance against them. Also, they won't sit low. So against Manchester City, we will get some chances to score. They're not going to be sitting low, just defending with 5 across midfield and sitting deep in their box. So that's going to be a different game. So I feel a bit more optimistic for the City game. But I love Russ. He's great, Russ. But he's a doomsday guy, isn't he? He loves all the doom and gloom of the VAR and referees not doing what they're supposed to do, ruining weekends again. He never shows up when we're winning. You don't see him. He just disappears. But as soon as we lose, it's this and that. Oh my God, like an old granny, aren't you, Russ?
Yeah. Now it's points drop, but if you look at the entire 90 minutes of this match, we could have drawn this thing easily 2-2. You know what I mean? So for me, we could have been down 2, and the way we responded, We could have got another 2 goals coming out of this with a draw. And what would you have said? We dropped 2 points, or we at least got a draw out of it. So if you look at the 90 minutes as a whole, we did well because we could have been down, we could have been up, but we got the middle. So, and that's better than we're playing a much better team. So I get it. We dropped points, but look at the end. Look at that first half and tell me we deserve to be at 0-0. We don't. We can't say that. And the last 2 teams we played, if they were clinical, we'd be down at least 2 goals at half. So we're lucky to be in where we are, but we did respond where we didn't respond in the last 2 matches that we played. We responded today after a not so good first half, and I'm going to take that. We got a question from Assemble. We'll get to that, but the man of the match for me, I think it's easy. It's Trossard for me. He changed the way this game was going, because for me, Gabriel and Saliba at their time at different points in the match did a good job. I mean, I think Tony is injured because he had to battle with Saliba and for that game, and you saw it wore him down at the end. He had to come off, right? And Saliba did hold. You got Tony grabbing hold of Gabriel, and then I think he got called for the foul because he wouldn't let him. Because he didn't like to get handcuffed by a striker. And then you see Saliba stands up to Tony late in the game, and Tony's like, "Why can't I get the call?" And it's like, "Well, because you're not stronger than Saliba." So I kind of felt like that. You pick either one of those defenders; they both had their pluses and minuses in this match. I think Trossard made a difference in this one. We needed a change. We brought him in, and I think he did well for us. So for me, it's Trossard. We kept him out of the goal, but I don't think that was because our defense was that good. I think it was because
there's also two slight small points. Small points to be positive about. Number one, yes, of course, dropping 2 points at home against Brentford, and especially from a winning position. Yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, when you look at the game overall, the chances created by both teams, it was pretty much deserved. Also, we played a better game today. We're lacking that little bit up front, as you know. But with the 1 point today, we went 6 points clear at the top, right? At the moment, we're 6 points clear. We gained an extra point when you look at the teams having played the same amount of games, right? Right now, we played the same amount of games, 21 games. We're 6 points clear. We gained a point. That's positive. We gained a point on the gap. The second positive point is I didn't notice the final score until now. I didn't check till now. That lot of mugs down the road getting thrashed 4-1 against Leicester. Leicester are absolutely shit. My God, what's getting into them down the road? I mean, bloody hell, that's terrible. Conte must be wanting to get out of that ship, jump off of that ship very soon. I mean, they've been crap for a while now, haven't they? I love it. I just love to see it 4-1 against Leicester.
And you know what's crazy about it? You say they're poor, but they scored 8 goals in their last 2 matches, though. They scored 8. So no, they scored, but they also have lost to Forest and Fulham.
Yeah, it's just but Leicester team that have been shit all season can hardly score a goal.
Yeah,
and you got that Iheanacho, whatever his name, scoring goals. I mean, it's bloody hell. I mean, it's a shocking performance. I mean, we love to see it. We love to see it without those terrible crapsters down the road.
Yeah, good for you, Ray.
What did Tony pick this week out of interest?
Oh, I don't know. Ray didn't. I don't know.
No, he's had a lot of trouble, and he's been in and out of hospital and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. So everybody keep your thoughts with Tony. He always. Sometimes it's just his body breaking down, and sometimes it's the life situations that come up as well. So, speedy recovery for Tony. He's battling something. It's not his fault. I mean, his body breaking down is not his fault. And the challenges that life puts in front of you are not his fault either. So, yeah. So here's to Tony. So, Down the road agrees with me a little bit here. Agrees with me, I think, on my point. So we should all be happy with the point because it could have been worse, and then we would be looking at 3 straight losses. That was as easy as the draw today. 3 straight losses was as easy as the draw today. If we're down 2-0 to that team today, do you think we come back? You know, I don't know. The way we've been playing, not so much.
Yeah.
You know, in form we come back easily, but the way we've been playing, not so much. Got a question from the assembled here. Do you think the World Cup plus the refs plus the lack of investment, not forgetting the best tactics in division, has anything to do with what's happening?
Let me answer that one. The assembled. No, it's got fuck all to do with it. Yeah, of course it has. Jesus Christ, you just named everything there apart from fucking the Illuminati. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not sure the World Cup has really had much to I mean, we would have been playing at that time anyway. It's not like it's out of the sea. It's not like it's summertime. It's during the time when we're playing football anyway in the season. So I don't really get that the World Cup is more strenuous. Plus, we had a lot of players who weren't involved in the World Cup very much, or if at all. So, sorry, not buying that one. Referees, yes, there's been some poor decisions that have gone against us. There have also been a lot of dubious decisions that have gone in our favour as well. This is the one thing that really pisses me off with Arsenal fans is you idiots can't see that these decisions go both ways. You only see the decisions that go against Arsenal. You don't see the decisions that go for Arsenal. Very strange. Very, very strange. But that's very true. So you can't just blame the referees. You can't just blame the referees. It's not the referees that are, fucking missing chances in front of goal when you've got a great chance to score a goal. That's not down to the referee. Lack of investment, yeah. You can maybe say we should have got a forward, definitely. When we see what's happening now when teams are playing low block against us, playing this way, you can maybe say we should have got a forward. We should definitely invested in a forward, which we wanted. But we still invested in 3 decent players. We spent, what was it altogether, about 60, 70 million on those players, which is a decent investment. We've added more squad depth. Trossard looks to be a good signing. Haven't seen Kivior play yet, but I think we've definitely had a decent window we should have definitely got a forward. So, yeah, maybe a little bit lack of investment. We're still invested. And the tactics, yeah, we need a bit of a plan B, but just as we started after the window, we started very well. We were winning games. We were flowing. So, let's see how it goes the next few games. I don't think, for me, essentially 2 games, because I'm not including the Manchester City game, because that's an FA Cup game where we changed 6 players and that wasn't really a priority for us again versus the league. I'm not including the Man City, but the last 2 games, yes, you look at Everton and Brentford, not great, but those 2 games are not enough for me to just give up and just say, oh, that's it, it's all over. We're still 6 points clear at the moment. We gained a point on City today and we're on level matches. So let's see how it goes on Wednesday, how we match up against City on Wednesday. For me, that's going to be a bit of a test to see where we are. If we play well in that game and win, then I think we're on track again. If we play well and draw or lose, it's going to be difficult to see what happens. If we play terribly and lose, then we're probably going to say, things start to look a bit worrying. But let's see how we do against City before we go completely toys out of the pram and let's jump off the Sydney Harbour Bridge mode, okay?
All right, Mr. Tom, you had a little bit to say on that as well.
Yeah, no, Mr. Greenwood's firing shots left, right, and centre, and I'm just listening. I was going to say I wouldn't have gone as far as to call people idiots. I've called people worse, to be fair, but I would find it interesting when I see a list of like the decisions that went against Arsenal. All I'd simply ask is, okay, since you were watching the match so intently, what decisions did you get that
exactly
you probably think a Brentford fan watching the same match would think, how comes a Big Six got that? We wouldn't have got that. or the usual kind of shit that the other 14
Yeah,
would say.
they could have easily called the handball in Nketiah.
Yeah, I was expecting a handball for Nketiah. It looked like a handball. He's got it, the ball. He's leant towards the ball. He's hit well out on the outside of his arm, which isn't really the shoulder area from what I could see. I think we got away with one there, but you don't see Russ mentioning that, do you?
Yeah. We just need some inconsistency, and I think there was, in the sense that you could have called a foul in the box to Saka when they put the little arm bar to his back, and he goes down easy. He definitely goes down easy, but we've seen that called. But if he stays up, I don't think he still gets to the ball anyways. But yeah, it could have gone either way there. So yeah. Now there were a lot of variables. But like I said, both teams had a chance. So I'll take the point. And as you say, I'll rather be trending upwards like we are now than going, I don't think, well, damn. How are we going to do against City? Now at least we saw something today. I believe we saw something. For 90 minutes, we played much better than we did the last. I know we don't want to count the first City match, but I count it because there were some players from the starting squad on there. So those players didn't seem like they affected us either in a positive light in that game. We looked pretty poor there, but as a team, we look much better today. And if you're trending, I'd rather be trending upwards at all times. If we have a bad day and we draw, I'll take it. But the way we trended today is good. We can build on this. I always say you need to be able to take what you did in the last match and bring it into this one. And we definitely did that today. I think we know when we are moving up top, we can easily threaten the defense. And we did that today. Defensively, they got too many easy chances as soon as they got the ball, and we have to do better at basically squashing that as soon as we can. We've done a good job in the past where the team would get a ball out, and before they knew it, they lost the ball. And today we never shut them down early in the threat. So let's see here. We had a couple of.
I just want to get a bit of feedback from Tom on my selection of beverage for this evening. I went a bit old school. What do you think, Tom?
Oh, cherry punk. It's not a favourite of mine. In fact, I'm not really a fan of cherry in general, although I do like a cherry on the Bakewell tart, which is a bit weird. However, I can understand why you would choose such a fine beverage because it is a highly popular beverage.
All right.
It
sounds like we're going to get into soda talk. So let me go through this chat real quick because I have my favorites as well. So, so let's see here. On a positive note, you said it's first, Sam. Yeah. Let's see. Tony's immune system attacks itself. He needs a brothel visit on the house more than me and Mr. Tom. Is that the cure?
I don't know. Maybe you'll end up with something even worse.
That's a weird cure, but
I
maybe.
like it, Tom. I like it. I know you're a Pepsi guy. You're a real Pepsi guy. That's
yeah.
Mendable.
People like myself and others need Tony's inspiration to want to do better and start fighting for something in life.
You never know when you're going to run out.
Tom is a connoisseur because he goes for the high octane premium product. He doesn't go for that fake Max crap, which is basically fizz in a fucking bottle. No, he goes for the real McCoy. I love that. You down with all that diet, Max, caffeine-free crap. It's all just completely utter rubbish. You got to have the real McCoy, the real flavour.
Yeah.
True story. This right. Just quickly before Gary can go through the chat. Just won't take long. Someone at work once went to me, "Oh, can I get you a drink? I'm going to the shop." I went, "Oh yeah, thanks. If you don't mind, I'll have a Pepsi." They came back with Pepsi Max. So the first thing I did was.
Did you shut the door in their face?
No. They because they paid for a Pepsi Max for me. Like I'm not going to be completely rude about it, but I did make them watch me pour sugar into it.
Wow, that's good.
I thought you were gonna slam the door in their face or just open the can and just pour it out on their.
No, I would never be completely rude, just slightly rude.
Yeah, no, Tony's for those who know, Tony is he's had some challenges. So if you're looking for inspiration, I think he's a good one. He's always smiling no matter how bad things are going on in his life.
But
so
you never know when your bottle's going to end.
yeah. City won the league last year with 6 draws and 3 defeats. Yeah, no, I think we're fine. And you know what? It could be worse stats, if you want to call it worse stats, and win the league still, because this is a weird season, right? It's a weird season. So, we're saying the bottom, getting to relegation safety might take more points this year because of the way
you see the teams around us, right? You see City and United, they're both dropping points, in their most recent games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like either of those teams are on a incredible winning streak and incredible form. No, they're both recently dropped points and lost games.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. And you know what, Jorginho, we didn't need him today. Partey looked really good today for me. I mean, outside of the 2 shots he took, I would have said, you know what, he did all right. I mean, his shots were on par. Rosette.
His trolley, I think.
Yeah.
Sam and Russ just
the ref should be rolling out goals like they have infringements
and just be like. Slowly.
Yeah, me and Russell enjoy a good beer together.
Sam is my PR. Exercising my right to use a great reason for what I'm seeing.
Yeah, absolutely assembled. You are 100% entitled to your opinion. Absolutely. But when you put those opinions onto the chat screen, then you have someone who's going to come back at them, like me.
See, my goals for the season was top 4 and winning the Europa. Anything else is godsend. You know what? That is worst case scenario right now. All right, worst case scenario right now is top 4 winning the Europa League. But when they are presented with a better opportunity, you take it. All right, it's like saying, you know what? My plan is to score 10 goals this season, but if you put me in front of goal when I have 9 goals, it doesn't matter if I miss. No, you take that.
I have to admit the way things are right now. If we don't win the league, I will be very, very disappointed. I really will. I have to admit. But at the same time, I will be if we end up second place, and we're guaranteed to go into that Champions League next season. I'll be happy. I'll be happy because it's a huge step up to where we were last season, and no one saw this season coming at all. No one, not even the most optimistic of Arsenal fans, would see this coming. So. But yes, I mean, like you say, Gary, you're right. The way we've been putting the season together now, the way things are going, we would like to win the title. We think we're good enough to do that, and we would like to do that. But if we don't, it's going to be hugely disappointing. It really will be. But at the same time, I'll still be happy.
Yeah. And disappointing this year would be missing out on top 4, which I don't. I see us having so much good odds in getting there. So for me, that would be disappointing if we don't get top 4. Europa League win would cover that mess up, but I think we're doing really good. Sam is the voice of reason today. That is
Ray loves to call me the voice of reason. He's that Ray. He's got some points.
No. I thought Ray had turned into Riddy for a second. Giving out the names.
He didn't give me a name, so there you go. So I haven't got to that point yet. Teams like Brentford get given goals they shouldn't have been allowed. That's my point. You know what? They were given a goal, if you say, but then they also took away those opportunities earlier in the match. So, it's as I like to say, it's a big circle. It's a big circle. Sometimes you get and you give and you get. Sometimes we don't seem to be able to change the tactics. No plan B. I don't think we needed to change our tactics today. I actually enjoyed the way we played. We needed to be more clinical in the final third, and that's not necessarily just shooting. That's some of our passing was poor. So for me, we could have done all right. We could have been up in this game, early like we have in the past if we were clinical up top. And then would Brentford have got those opportunities? Probably not. Probably not. Pepsi Max is grim. Oh, I haven't talked about my favorite drink, my favorite soda. Oof, there's multiple, but I do like a cream soda. I actually like they have this Jamaican soda. It's the champagne cola they call it. I like that one. I do like that.
A&W cream soda. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, no,
Cream soda
yeah, the
is
cream
very
soda. I
nice.
do like that. I like the orange, the creamsicle like soda, the orange with the vanilla. That's pretty good as well.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Cream
yeah.
soda with vanilla ice cream is not bad.
Oh, vanilla float. Yeah, like a float. Oh my god. Oh. I feel like Homer Simpson now. You know, just dribbling.
Now I know he's describing North Carolina.
There you go. Yeah, BX, not from the
Is
boogie
that
down, but
correct,
from the.
BX?
He is in the North Carolina. I didn't know his birthplace was in North Carolina.
It
Pretty
is.
cool.
It sure is.
Cool.
And I believe Coca-Cola is Atlanta, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
No,
I'd
that
be
is nice,
I'd be surprised if City doesn't start Harlan. I think I think you can't have him on your pitch. I think they just need to figure out how to play better with him. Then you know what, he's bringing us down because you made a lot of changes in your squad to bring him on, and then he's scoring the goals you want, but he needs to be helping out when he's not, and that's where Pep needs to just basically get in his head and say, you need to give me a little bit more. Right? Because that's what people are saying. He's just not helping support the squad when he's not scoring, but he needs to. He needs to be a better all-around player if that's the case. That's just
Looking
me.
forward to Russ's comment being highlighted.
You see, Colonel Sam lives in Claxton. He won't see me buying him beer. If he walks 5 minutes down the road, then he will be in Jarrick. He could just sit on Big Brenda's tire. She will have a 6-pack for him.
Yep, he's pretty much bang on the money there.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, basically, not far away from where I live is. I don't think it is now. The last couple of years, but a few years ago, it was officially the poorest town in England. Yeah, pretty much just people who don't work and enjoy heroin and stuff who live there. So yeah, they love their beer, they love their Stella Artois cans of Tennants and that. So you see them all over the place drinking that down there. He's probably right. If I walk down there,
Castlemaine.
if I walk down to Jaywick, I probably would get offered a beer. I'd also probably get stabbed and have a heroin injection. But anyway, it's all good part of everything.
All right, sounds like a really nice place.
Yeah,
It's
not
all
far
the
from where I
life
live actually. But
experience.
luckily, where I am, it's pretty okay.
Cool. Have you found that rare species, an optimistic Arsenal fan, Sam?
Well, not. There's not many around here, is there? That Russ is one. I think he's very optimistic.
Yeah.
No, Sam's highly optimistic.
Earn Brew is sexy. Is that a drink? What is that?
Iron Brew. That's the Scottish orange soda.
Yeah.
It's got a very unique taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I like orange soda, but it's not. Yeah.
Soda.
See, people, let's deal in reality here. We are 6 points clear, an equal amount of games with home game on Wednesday versus City. No, you know what? We're good. I'm happy with the performance today. I want a better result, but I'm happy with the performance. I know not everybody is. Welch's grape soda. Everybody, you got to have Welch's grape. You know, if you haven't had that in your life, you're missing out. You got to. Sunkiss, like it.
Sunkiss is so nice, though. It's for kids, but it's so nice. It is so nice.
I never heard of this. Tizer? Is it Tizer? But it's hard to
find. Old apple Tizer and orange Tizer.
I used to love it when I was a child. Tizer.
Yeah.
It's basically just fizzy and red.
Yeah.
So there's a documentary about Jaywick. Hey, if there's a documentary about it, and the way you guys are talking it up.
No, Channel 5. No. Channel 5 in England. Channel 5 are basically like the pioneers, or not pioneers, but they basically specialize in what's called poverty porn, where basically every show they make is designed to make you angry at the people they make the shows about, because it's basically like, oh yeah, look at this shit, well, none of them work, and you're all paying for them with your tax. But but people obviously don't realise, like you like your tax pay, your personally your tax probably pays for like 0.0000001% of their £80 a fortnight or whatever it is they're getting. I don't know what it is, but people are convinced that like. Say like they pay £100 in tax, they'll be like £99 of that's going to the people in Jaywick.
You want to
It's
send
like,
Tony
how
down to
dare
Jaywick?
they?
I don't. You know what? I think if Tony went to Jaywick, no, I don't know that.
If
I
we went to
bloody love
Jaywick, you come back sicker. I tell you.
I
You
know
come
that's
back
that's the
sicker.
problem I see. There's something's not going to happen in his favor because it never does. So it's probably not a good idea. Let's keep Tony away from Jaywick.
Going down to Jaywick town, I have myself a time.
Yeah, Bournemouth has definitely looked like the aggressor in this match today. I mean, it's barely much
just
coming from
give
Newcastle.
Tony a fake leg, so when they stab him with heroin, he can act like Superman and be like, "Affecting me? It's not affecting me."
Well done, Tom. At least you remembered. All right. Cold
Yeah,
Bovril
Keenan
has
Kel.
something
He
of a
did a
unique
Keenan
taste
Kel
and flavor.
reference.
Cold Bovril.
I remember.
Ugh.
I'm a
Is
'90s
that
reference
good?
machine, baby.
Isn't that just like beef broth?
It's very popular in the winter or in the cold. It's like a hot drink.
You got Benefits Street. What is that? You guys need to give me. I need to get all this.
It's a documentary on Channel 4. Chris may correct me on this. Could be wrong on Channel 4. But basically, there was a street in England. I think it's in Birmingham. I could be. I've never actually watched it. But there's a street in Birmingham where basically like everyone who lived on it was on the welfare system. So they made a documentary about like their lives, and one of them like ended up going on like Big Brother and shit like that. I don't know what she's doing now.
Something like that, wasn't it? Yeah.
So Colonel Ward used to go to a Jaywick for the holidays.
I've been there, like
there's plenty of caravan parks around here.
Is it like In-Betweeners? Is that what it's like?
In-Betweeners?
It was exactly like that.
No. In-Between's a comedy, wasn't it? No, it wasn't really quite like that. But
no, they went on a caravan holiday.
Yeah, no. I mean, like the place I went to. Yeah, it's similar.
Yeah, no, we've got we've got like 4 or 5 caravan parks around here. It's very popular in the summer. It's very the population grows a lot here in the summer. People come down for the summer, but you got a couple of caravan parks down there where Jaywick is, and we've got a few around here in Clacton. But yes, the caravan parks are very popular.
My aunt had a chalet in Clacton, and basically we'd go there in the summer, and it'd be like a 10-minute walk from the arcades.
Yeah.
It's great. And they used to have this chocolate ice cream, and they'd serve it in a cup. And I've never quite managed to.
You know what I haven't had in a very long time, which I believe I had when I was younger, was you had the ice cream cup with the flake in it.
Yes, the flake, the 99 flake.
Yeah. I haven't.
A 99 doesn't cost 99 anymore. I'll tell you that much.
Many years ago, since it cost 99, but that's the trademark, so it keeps its name.
Yeah, but you go to them. Can I have a 99, please? And you go to hand over a pound coin, thinking you'll get your penny back. And they're like, and that 99 will cost you £4,000, please. Like, what? Oh well, here's the deed. Here's the deed to my house. It's hot. Yep. Just give me the fucking ice cream.
What is it like? It's like £3 now, or something. Isn't it? 3 or 4 quid or something like that, isn't it?
It wouldn't have surprised me at all.
Yeah,
wouldn't surprise me at all.
Isak with a nice attempt there, but he his touch is poor. Lucasade, is that how you say this?
Lucasade.
Yep. I've seen it, but I need to go back and do this England trip again. There's things I missed out on. Didn't do
you missed out on so much. You didn't get to go to a buffet.
I did not go to a buffet. I did not go to a buffet.
How did you not go to a buffet?
I did. You know what's funny is my dad loves a buffet. He always, whenever used to talk to him, he's like, "I'm going to a buffet." He likes to go to the Chinese buffet, and I'm like, "We didn't go to one."
That's exactly what I was thinking of. How can you not go to a Chinese buffet? Or there's one in the O2, which it's a world buffet, but I mainly go to the Chinese part. But they have different foods from everywhere. Jimmy's. Mm-hmm. I've gone there so much. I used to go there so much that as soon as I walked in, I'd have a Pepsi placed on my table.
They put your picture on the wall, Tom?
You know you're Sorry, sir?
Did they put your picture on the wall?
They really should have, because I'd have been like, I've got some great stories about this place, like the time I asked for a steak and they gave me 2.
So the 99-cent flake is $2.50 now.
They
Inflation,
got 1
man.
steak per person policy, but they should
Oh
have
man,
that policy.
I want to go. I want to try this place. Yeah. I want to definitely come up and try this thing again. I do need to go see some of my other friends, like Sam and Ryan, and I don't know. You guys all live in different parts of England. Is that how this thing works? None of you guys live like next door to each
Ryan
other.
lives in London, and so Ryan could come and visit you. I'm sure you'd meet up in London somewhere. Me, I live. What is it? 1.5 hour train ride, just about. Yeah, 1 hour 40-minute train ride. That's into Liverpool Street, and then from Liverpool Street, I'd have to get to wherever you guys are. But yeah, I mean, I could definitely try it next time you come round. See
if I could do it. It would be awesome.
Yeah, no, I definitely would like to come. I would try to come sometime. Hopefully, I'd like to come late in the season. So we'll see how that works out. Next time you're over, we'll go to the best buffet in Ealing or Acton. Yeah, I'm definitely. I used to walk from the Acton station to my dad's place. So I think it's the Acton. That is the Acton station, right, Mr. Tom, where I met you?
I believe so.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Ealing or Acton's on the Central line, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Russ, but I believe that is. It's at the end of or Ealing Broadway is also at the end of the tube.
I walked a lot. I walked a lot when I was in London.
Ealing Broadway is nice, isn't it?
Central.
Pie mash and mushy peas. You really missed out, Gary. Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't even. I usually get bangers and mash at some point. Didn't do that. Bangers, a decent English breakfast. I did that up in when I went up to Leeds, but not in London.
Colonel will take you on a crappiest parts of London tour. He loves all the crappiest parts.
Exactly. He definitely missed out. Coming somewhere, just go to all the worst places in London, Woolwich.
I won't hear a bad word about Woolwich, right? Because one thing Woolwich has, right, which I will always give it, when you come out of the station, you go, right, there's a small little Chinese restaurant called the Noodle Bar, and it's excellent. Like, it's genuinely one of the best Chinese food places in London, but it just happens to be in that shithole.
Yeah.
So Colonel Ward's going to show me the sites, as they say, just the ones they don't put in the book.
Exactly. The
book.
The places where the tourists don't go.
There's a reason, and it's not because of crime; it's because it's just shit.
So you and Ryan live not too far away from each other. That's cool.
You know what, Gary? When you come over, we have to arrange. You have to communicate.
I do better. I'll do better.
And we have to, all of us, get together for one day.
Yep.
All of us in London. Russ can do it. Ryan can do it. Tom can do it. I can get myself into London, and we'll do it. We'll get together. We'll have a few drinks, have some food, and we'll have a laugh. We've got to do that.
No, for sure. I definitely would like that. Yes. So what is this? Beek's gonna want to try the Caribbean and holler food in England.
I love talking food because I'm fat.
Caribbean food, I've never really tried it, but I really want to because I've never really been close to anywhere that has it, but I really want to try that.
I will say Caribbean chicken is excellent in general. Just get so emotional sometimes with chicken's great.
A chicken, man. The chicken.
I did once say as a joke, or I went to say as a joke, there's no such thing as bad chicken, and then I realised there actually is such a thing as bad chicken, because if it's not cooked properly or seasoned right, or the crust around, or like the flour around, like no. But most chicken is great.
Yeah, like rubbery chicken, meaning it's like almost it's not fully cooked. And then
when it's pink in the middle, it's not really a good sign.
That is the first That is the first clue that that
You know what the funny thing is though,
visually idea that it's
if you
not
smoke
great.
a chicken, if you smoke a chicken, it will look pink on the inside, but it is cooked. So you have to make the preparation and the cooking style matches.
You ever tried
right?
getting a chicken in a Rizzler?
What is that?
He's done you there smoking a chicken. Oh my god.
Rizzlers like them papers that people roll up when they're doing a joint or something. I don't smoke, but I know that
Can
much.
I just imagine it's like
That myself a chicken.
It's fucking clucking and everything. You try to do it.
he keeps breaking the paper. How am I supposed to do
It's good. It's good chicken.
How am I supposed to do this? It's breaking the paper. Oh my god!
You go to the vendor and go,
I need a double wrap.
to the
Come on, I
vendor.
need extra. You have extra strong.
Can I have 400 packets of Rizzler, please? Because this chicken's a fuck.
Oh my god. Croydon, I want to see where
I'm
Milford
sorry,
Rose
I'm
from,
sorry.
right?
I couldn't help
there
it.
you go. Sam loves jerk. He does. He
I know a
loves
jerk called Russ. Bingo.
Oh, sorry. Correction. He forgot the ing.
Yeah.
The Rizzer bamboo.
Jerking us. We all do it. We all do it.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't, because you're really a cardinal.
There's not too many people, not too many men that can just say nope, never done it. I mean, so.
I don't believe anyone.
Any man that says that, you just have to go.
He's got to be born with no arms.
I can't trust this man.
Yeah.
You can't trust this man.
He's either got to be born with no arms, or he's lying in your face.
Yeah. Everything he says after that, you just like.
Yeah.
So Bournemouth only has 179 shot attempts this season. The only team under 200. It's Leeds home to Manchester United, and City home to Aston Villa.
Leeds could do something there.
They could. I mean, I would like to think that the crowd would be really infused with that match, the way they played. And they're coming home. We got a goal here. You guys, you might like it or not. We'll see when the goal. We got a corner coming. I got an alert here, so we got a corner for Bournemouth coming. So, Gary, some low THC, high CBD would really help in body recovery in between basketball games. Yeah, that's what they say.
He'll sort you out. BX will sort you out. He's the voodoo doctor.
Yeah.
There
we go. Here comes the cross from Bournemouth into the box, and a nice touch at the corner at the post there from some guy. I don't know what his name is.
So Tom, who's the favourite to take over as manager? Oh, not manager, coach. They call him now, isn't it? Who's going to take over as head coach at Leeds?
The short answer is I actually have no clue, because I don't think they have a clue.
There are 4 or 5 interviews I've read. And that Dutch guy, there was a Dutch guy that said no.
As I've alluded to earlier, before you came on, I think what the person they wanted when they sacked the manager, or Jesse Marsh, has obviously said no, and now they're stuck. Because apparently the favourite is still this guy that has said no, who's managing Rayo Vallecano. The fact we're trying to get a manager from Rayo Vallecano tells me a lot about what's going on at Leeds, for a start. Apparently we're prepared to activate his release clause. I don't see the point in paying 10 million to get a manager, because you'll sack him again in 10 months if results ain't great. Third favourite is Nuno, which tells me again how far we've fallen. It's hard to say, but what I will say is the list generally does read like a list of all my enemies in football, so that doesn't fill me with confidence. Like we've got, like if Frank Lampard ended up becoming, or Steven Gerrard ended up becoming the Leeds United manager, I'd buy a shirt just to burn it.
Jeez.
I wouldn't. That's not financially fiscal. That's just silly.
Not even that. Not even that. You're burning a Leeds shirt, and that's the part. You're burning a Leeds shirt, right?
Yeah.
You're burning a United
I know,
shirt. That's
well,
more.
I'm
That's,
not actually going to do it.
everything else that is irrelevant. You're burning a Leeds shirt. Nah, it's not going to happen.
Of course not. But it was just the joke was to get across the anger at hiring Frank Lampard.
So I assume this
Dirty
Dartford is probably dirty. Is it dirty with a U? Because I seems a little clean to me.
I'll tell you who's on the list at 33-1. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Ruud van Nistelrooy, fuck off.
There's no way that will happen. We wouldn't make the phone call and he wouldn't accept the phone call. Fuck him.
Yeah. You're all horse face at Leeds.
No. I don't even want him in England, really, if I'm being honest.
Nah, not in the Premier League.
Not in a racial or xenophobic way. I mean, because he played for Man United.
True.
Yeah, of course. We all know about horse face.
Yeah. So is Dartford a really good place to be?
Nah, a bit of a shithole.
It's up there with the Jay Wicks of the world.
It's pretty much a shithole. They have a nice tunnel that goes through there, though.
So you can miss it? Is that why the tunnel's there?
You have a tunnel that goes through there, so you can miss it. Stay on the M25, the orbital, as it's called, the big ring motorway around London.
We're missing. You know what? We have if BX Gunner is going to tell us the future, you've got to. You know, this is the way that United is playing, the way that Newcastle is playing, the way that team is playing. There is no, we've got to feel really confident that top 2, top 3 is in our grasp. Easy, right? Easy. The way that those teams are playing, right?
Yeah.
So dropping out of top 4 would be disappointing. Like you're losing your job, somebody's losing their job, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we fall and we don't get the league, I think it's one because we didn't want to spend the money in January.
It's for me the big. I think Jorginho. I think he will give us like the basics of what we need. Right, he's not going to be a huge, fantastic, substitute for Partey. Because I think we're going to try for that in the summer. We're going to go for a big name midfielder in the summer. Jorginho is just to come in, add depth, be better than El Neni, basically. And I think, he will come good and deliver better than El Neni for us. But for me, the big mistake in the transfer window was not bringing in a forward. Even though Nketiah was doing well and looking good in some of those games, we know he is not a prolific striker, like big, powerful striker that can give us something slightly different and can, let us change up play a little bit, which is exactly what we need. Because now you see these teams playing the low block, and Nketiah he becomes completely invisible. Yep. He doesn't have the power, the prowess, the smarts to get around, people in that box there and, get himself what's needed. So you got to be a different type of forward. And also we needed someone that was better than Nketiah. We just someone that was better than him.
Which one upset me?
Come in. So, yeah.
I know.
Not getting a forward was a big mistake for me. We're going to look back at that. If Nketiah doesn't get back on it now and start scoring some goals and start getting involved again. If he disappears completely now, the next few games, we lose some points and we all.
Yeah, will it? Yeah,
so it's going to be like, why didn't we get that forward?
Yeah, and Anthony Gordon just came on. Willock is just coming off with just like a pulled hamstring, so Newcastle's getting beat up here a little bit. No, you know what? I think it was easy to do better than El Neni for me. That's why he was always my third choice off the bench, and we just were missing a second choice. You know what I mean? So we needed to have a second choice. Jorginho is a little bit better, but not close enough. I'd rather have. That's why a Casado-like player, an up-and-coming player in that position who's not necessarily ready for top of the league kind of a squad, but is going to get there pretty quickly based on what they're doing. Was a good thought. A good thought, but would have liked to have seen them pull that out. For me, Martinelli should have been poised to take on some of the striker role with Jesus out, and that and that's probably been an issue because we've missed a Mills Rowe, right?
Yeah,
and Reece Nelson also kind of hindered that as well. I mean, you pick any one of those two players that gives us an opportunity to push a player maybe across the pitch or whatever, and maybe give Martinelli some time in the middle. But I kind of felt like we needed to do that anyways, right? We need to have some answer to when Nketiah just isn't working, or just to switch things up a little bit. Especially that's the way Arteta wants to play. So why not? Why not? And the Assemble says, I heard someone saying he's having a chicken sandwich. He pulled out a fully cooked chicken and put a slice of bread on the top and bottom of the chicken and started to eat. Yeah, no, it was a different kind of. It wasn't a chicken sandwich. That's to say that it might make you hungry for a chicken sandwich, but it wasn't a chicken sandwich. Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, Stan. I said it'll be negative. Is Stan in? I didn't see Stan in here.
I think it means me.
Oh, he's calling you Stan?
He corrected himself.
No, because I saw a comment to Stan earlier, and I was like, huh?
No. Yeah. It must be predictive texting or something.
He must say Stan a lot. We are predictive. It's simple. Arteta has to mix it up. But that's basically what I'm saying the same thing. We need to be able to switch it up and have, and that's the plan B we keep talking about. And we should be able to do that mid-game, all right? Anthony Gordon looks like a bird, not a female, but the flying kind. What kind of bird are you talking about? A pigeon?
He looks like Claire Balding, a ladies' TV presenter.
Yeah. Russ is already off the top of the league chat. So yeah, with a game in hand, even if we drop points,
I don't get why second is bad. Why second bad for a team that finished fifth?
Yeah, you know what's funny is fans that have always said, I need Arteta to put us in a position to win a league title. And we're in that now, and they're still complaining, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else can he do. What else can he do? I'm not
saying you should be happy you drop points. Obviously, that would be unfair of me to expect you to all sit there and go, right, we drew 1-1 at home to Brentford when we had a chance to go 8 points clear Man City. This is amazing. Of course, it's not amazing, and of course you're right to be upset. But long term, the reality is, as long as you're playing on Tuesday nights next season or Wednesday nights, you know what I'm getting at, that's your goal.
Sure.
That's your long-term goal. It's just to keep playing in Europe on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and not Thursdays.
Yeah.
Because long-term, that's how you bring in the players that help you compete for first.
True.
Because at the moment, this is an outlier at the moment.
Yeah, and that's why getting kicked out of the cups, it could be looked at as a negative, but it's also like, well, yes, we're gonna have to take some sacrifices here, right? And the sacrifices, we are not even gonna not necessarily try, but we're not gonna put ourselves in the best situation to win a cup. I mean, we really, we have everything that we really wanted out there, which is a Europa League win and a top 4 finish. So I think we got it. We got what we wanted in there. As Bick says, put Martinelli in Eddie's place and run Trossard on the wing. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I have a feeling we won't see it because by the time we do, Jesus will be actually in the squad and probably coming off the bench and stuff like that, and it just will be something we don't do.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen it.
Why are you sorry, Ray?
Yeah. Let's see what he got.
Why are you sorry, Ray?
Or Trossard and Odegaard.
He doesn't need to be sorry. He's bang on.
I got to catch up to you guys. We see. Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It was just my instinctual reaction to Ray
In
being
my opinion,
apologetic.
he
for
lacks every
something
fundamental
that
skill and attacking needs. He could have a
is
wonderful career away
common
from
sense.
Arsenal like Andrew Cole. Yeah, no, I mean he needs a lot of support around him, but you know what? He's trying. He's trying. So what does Ray say here? No, I'm sorry. We need to accept we're in a title race, but at the same time know that champions can draw games. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
he's right.
Yep. Like I said, this draw is not a big deal to me. It's actually a positive based on. I always look. You got to look at what was behind us. So a draw is much better than what we've been showing on the pitch. But we do like the fact that that team got thrashed today, right?
God, they got spanked. Absolutely spanked, and we love it.
Yeah. That was that. There's been a lot of 4-goal matches, which has just been like crazy, right? What's that?
It disappoints me, the Tottenham result. Obviously, yeah, it's fun seeing them get smashed, but I could have done with Leicester not winning. Ultimately, like the same as I could do with Bournemouth not winning tonight, because now we're in the bottom three and we're playing the scum tomorrow. So yeah, amazing. But I bet if it was a situation where the result did not affect Leeds, Tottenham would have won that.
You're right.
But
They don't like you. They hate you.
Same as like I didn't need Tottenham to beat Tottenham Man City last week weren't a result that affected my team, so they went and won it.
Yeah, typical how that works, isn't it?
They hate you. They hate you.
Yeah.
Ray wanted 7 points in these 3 matches. We got the 1 point, so now we need to go out and get the wins. We need to get the wins anyways, because I think we need to get over that hump, just like against Liverpool.
Yeah,
we can get a win against them, right? Liverpool and City, we rarely get a point against them, much less a win. So we need to change that. The team needs to come in feeling confident of how they played today and continue to do that at home and just improve just even better than we did before. And we need to when we have that opportunity to put it away, we just need to put it away. That's all.
Yep, it's a statement game. It's another statement game. It's important now because of all the circumstances now that's happened. I think it's our chance to now go out and actually beat them.
So what's your next game?
City.
Manchester City on Wednesday.
Oh, that is
the Emirates.
That's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball.
Yeah. No, we gotta, you know, and this is what, you know, as I keep saying, we need these big this is a big test for us, and we need to just come out and pass it. Yeah.
Well, as I say, now is our best chance to finally put them in their place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were close in the FA Cup, even though I like I said, that wasn't really the same. We changed players. We played, you know, it was the FA Cup. And we saw the last time we played them in the league last season, we were close, you know, especially at home. We were, even though we lost, we gave them a really good game. We had some good chances. I think now is our chance to go out there and because we've improved. They're a bit shaky. You know, their form isn't great. You know, some of their players aren't exactly in good form. I think now is the perfect chance to go out, and it's at the Emirates where we have been very good this season. I think now's a chance to go out there and finally beat them, you know, in terms of, you know, we haven't beaten them for quite a few seasons now properly. So in the league. So now's the time to do it.
Yep. The draw is a big deal, but the loss last week was just as poor. So, you know, and you know what? Nobody expected City to just give us.
You see, Russ, let me explain something to you, right? Okay, let me just clarify this way. Right now, as the table is now, we've played equal games, right? We've both played 21 games, and today we got a point which we gained. Yes, we should have had 3 points ideally. The game didn't go that way. We've discussed it all today, but we gained a point, so we're 6 points clear of Manchester United Manchester City. Manchester City with the same amount of games played as them, right? Now, that means we've got a 6-point margin on them. So if they win tomorrow, we still have a game in hand. If we beat them on Wednesday, so tomorrow they could gain 3 points. If they beat us on Wednesday, they're still, so that's, they've got 6 points, but we've still got a game in hand. So ideally, if we win that game in hand, we're still 3 points clear. So it's not, they don't actually catch up to us technically. We still have a game in hand.
Yeah. Almiron just scored. The goalkeeper put a hand on it, but tipped it right into his path, and he put it in the far corner. So it's
Almiron's had a real season this season, isn't he? Wow.
Yeah. I forget.
Cheers, Jack Grealish.
Yeah, I know he's the one that spurred him on.
Yeah.
Apparently, like what was really quiet about it, apparently Jack Grealish has actually been in contact with Almiron to be like, I'm so sorry. Like I didn't mean to make you a good footballer all of a sudden. No, I made that part up, obviously. But apparently he has, like, as much as
It would have been funny though.
Jack Grealish.
Yeah. We're good. We are heading to the end of the show here. It's been we've been chatting.
A good player.
Huh?
Almiron's.
Yeah, he's
Almiron's
been
a good player.
Well, this is the player that Newcastle thought they originally got, wasn't it? It's just taken him like 4 seasons to get there.
Sure.
It took him playing the rest of the
He's got his
team
10th goal of the season, so he's right up there with the big boys. Everybody's behind Haaland. He's right up there. Almiron is Tom's favorite player. You know what? Yeah, Firpo is a little scared, you know?
Firpo had a great night on Wednesday. I will say that. There was a moment where, just quickly say it, where Marcus Rashford basically skinned him and got past him, and Firpo went, "Oh no, you don't," and just hauled him down in the most blatant way possible. Where it was like, as soon as he did it, he knew he was getting carded, sort of thing. And it was like, "You are such a hero." Taking one for the team. Like it was the one time that Rashford basically got past him the whole night, and he was like, "Oh no, you don't."
Yeah. Longstaff is the one that puts. I believe he's the one that puts the shot on target, and the goalkeeper doesn't clear it wide enough, and it's right in the path of Almiron.
Is that the ginger Longstaff?
I don't know.
There's two of them, isn't there? There's a Longstaff twin.
Okay, here we go, everybody. Okay, Leeds are going to win tomorrow, and then
I don't expect to get anything tomorrow. But all I will say is that when I was sat there after the Nottingham Forest game, I assumed I would also be sat with no points after the next 2 games, and that can't possibly be true because we went there and got one.
There you go. And now you're home, so you want to get at least another one. So there you go. But you really want to go get all 3 because you can. You've shown you can.
Man, we need to beat them because we're going up against Dashball next.
Good luck.
Busy 3 matches in a row there. You can come away with at least 3 points. You'd be happy, right?
Oh, man. Very few things in life bring me more pleasure than beating a team managed by Sean Dyche. It was when we used to play them. Burnley never beat us under Bielsa, so it was always funny because it was basically like the 2 extremes of football styles against each other. And like Burnley would basically try and bully us, and then we'd beat them 4-0.
Yeah.
And it was always like, okay, oh, you're gonna be rough with us, are you? We'll score the first goal. You're still gonna continue to be right. Oh, it's 2-0 now. Working hard. Oh, is that your football tactic? Working hard. Well, we'll still outrun you.
Yeah. The Everton
that was
team
funny. Sorry, I'll give Sean Dyche one thing. I did laugh. I heard an excerpt of his when he went on Richard Keys' podcast. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I've like this one clip, and they were asking him like about Bielsa's style of football, and he was like, "I love all the new words for it, like pressing and all that stuff." And he went, "Do you know what we used to call it in my day?" They went, "What?" He went, "Working hard." and running a lot. Like,
Would you have
Right,
would
that-
you
that-
have
that is
would you have
quite
Jose
clever, Sean.
Mourinho as a manager, Mr. Tom?
Well, obviously that would say a lot about how far Mr. Mourinho has fallen, but I suppose it would be funny, wouldn't it? Can you imagine if he decided to take on the Leeds fans?
Oh,
He does do that. Like when
Yeah.
things are not going well, like he starts like, did the fans win the Champions League?
Yeah, that would probably be a bad sign. That'd probably not be good.
It'd be like, yeah, but I can probably pick out the 2,000 fans that are about to key your car.
Leeds are bigger than that team, so there you go.
I think Mourinho would want to go somewhere. No offense to you, Tom, or to Leeds, but I think Mourinho's going to go somewhere. I think there's a realistic chance of winning a trophy.
Of course. Hence why I said it'd be a step down. Because he can win he might be able to win we stayed up on the final day when we probably shouldn't have a trophy.
Yeah, you could do something like that. Yeah.
It's not a real trophy.
But you get Sam Allardyce for that though, for a lot less.
Yeah.
It's
All
true.
right. You know, we are gonna head out of here. It's been
let's head out.
3.5 hours here.
I will go to Jaywick.
There we go. So, Mr. Tom.
Yeah, I'll keep it brief this week. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for coming and spending time with Gary during his watch along. Thank you for taking the time to make comments to us and engaging, because it obviously makes it a lot smoother and easier for us to participate in when you give us something to bounce back to. So yeah, have a good week, everyone.
Thank you. And Sam.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for having me on as always. Always good fun being with you and Mr. Tom. In terms of result today, yes, not the greatest, not exactly what we wanted. We wanted the win, we wanted to bounce back, but as we discussed, I think the performance was better. I think we're heading in the right direction. The big test is on Wednesday. Let's see how that goes against Manchester City at the Emirates. I want to thank everyone for taking part, all the regulars who are here every week. Really appreciate you taking part, taking your time in your day to join us. Apart from Russ, don't like him. No, only joking. Of course, you like Russ as well. Yeah, it's real brilliant. As Tom said, you guys take part and it gives us it gives us a lot to talk about and banter about, which is good fun. Bounce back what you're saying. And yeah, so let's hope that Arsenal now bounce back to where they should be. And I've got Colonel Ward who's going to meet me in Jaywick and buy me a beer, which will be great. Looking forward to that. And
don't look in the glass, as they probably say, right? Just don't look in the glass.
But yeah, I want to thank everyone again for joining us, taking their time to join us. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're one of the few here in this chat that is not subscribed. You should be, and tell your friends about what we do here on Saturdays, where we normally we'll be covering all the other games at the same time and going on a bit of a trip here and there. But yeah, we have a good time with it. And hope everyone has a great Saturday evening. Thank you very much.
Yes. And as Sam said, this is the road trip where we start on a path and then we don't know where we're going to end. So today was a little bit easier. We started out easy for the first almost 2 hours talking about Arsenal. And then we got into our regular stuff. But thanks again for joining us. Definitely appreciate it. Remember to, as they say, subscribe and like. And share if you can. I appreciate that. We'll do this again next weekend. I think by then, Arsenal, when does Arsenal play next weekend? Let's see here. At least we'll see. Arsenal plays this Saturday. Early morning game, so we'll have the results in for Arsenal by the time the game starts. So there you go. We would have played City as well. So hopefully we're talking about 6 points. We shall see. We have a good opportunity to get the 6 points, so we shall see. Full Nelson podcast also saying good night to everybody. But thank you for being here with us. We'll do this again. And as I like to say, life is a journey. Don't waste the trip. Enjoy the ride. And we'll see you guys on the next one. And we are out.